started. We go in.
Alrighty. Welcome back, nerds, to Narnia Off the Rail. Last time, our heroes, after dealing with some really not so secret police, who, in pursuit of Santa Claus, ran into the dark mansion of one Andrew Ketterly in what seems to be a space between worlds. After going through his mansion of chaos, they finally penetrate. They freed a former. They freed a former member of the secret police by the name of Varden, who has since most likely will defect. I mean, being left in a fucking fuck dungeon for God knows how many long will do that to you. And now, after penetrating the magical veil, now behold the mad magician Improper, who grins with malicious intent. Oh. You'll make nice solvents indeed, oh Jadis. And roll initiative.
Wow, dude. Wow, dude.
Alright, we left on a cliffhanger, didn't we?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, I'm super ready to
Oh,
kill
there's
this old man.
music.
Boop. Alright, Nate, where's the...
I am ready to murder the elderly.
Okay. Emerald, you're 26. Meadow, you're 8.
Looks like Anatar and Red Eye will have to choose which among them goes first. They have the exact same initiative bonus.
My dexterity bonus is 4.
Same here.
Alright, so we gotta roll off. Gotta beat a 6.
You ever had a roll off for this before? I don't think we have.
Alright, Red Eye goes first.
Red Eye, Anatar, and that's... Varden will be hanging back, because he is not in the most strong of positions. Geralt is 13. And now time to roll for the old man, except not, because he gets a lair action.
Oh, good.
He gets to go first. Where are you? Don't. Damn it, Google. And I'm closing a bunch of tabs. I imagine you guys have moved on.
We're not on the map, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Waiting on that.
Fuck.
We're on the big map.
We're fighting at a cosmic continental scale. There we go.
Alright, you guys were...
We made our way down, yes.
Alrighty.
Oop.
Let's see. Okay, for his first action... Does a 20 hit you, Emerald?
I believe it does, but let me make sure. Yes, it does.
Okay. He holds out his hand, his mini rings glowing with a blue energy as get the dice roll. Would be hold on. I have one. As you take 7 force damage.
Okay.
Wow, he rolled low.
Yeah, that's really low.
Wow, that was one dice at max and another minimum. Wow, you essentially wasted 4 dice.
Wait a minute. Oh, that was a 66, not 5. Okay, that was more.
Still, 3 1s and 2 2s is not good.
No, it's not. So you technically take 12 points of damage, Scatha.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay. And that is his turn. It is now Scatha's turn.
Okay. Fuck you, buddy.
Wow.
Let's see, how far is that? 25. Yeah, I'm just gonna charge at him and try to hit him with my horn.
All right.
And it's gonna be, that. So I'm not sure if it'll take
That will hit.
take an extra 2d6, and I'm also going to go ahead and do the Divine Smite on that, because fuck this guy.
That hits.
2d6, and then Divine Smite.
Okay. That hits, but as a reaction, boop.
Wait, does he classify as an undead?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Mentioned he was a little spectral in the past.
It's more in he is divided between dimensions.
That's good to know. Just wanted to make sure in case we were lowballing on Divine Smite there.
All right.
That is the proper number.
That's one.
And now roll me a perception check as he seems to have vanished.
Me in specific, or
Anybody, since once he hit you, he just vanished into a. Okay,
Oh, wow, that was a really low roll for me.
red eye. All right, as after that happens, small crystals begin like appearing on the map. Red eye. He appears. This is for red eye, over here. Which is your turn, so
Okay, so question. Is my ghost still summoned, or do I need to resummon it?
you need to resummon it. I thought it was destroyed last it.
Ah, that's correct. Okay. Okay, so instead of doing that, I'm actually going to cast Call Lightning.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna call the lightning bolt. I'm gonna maintain concentration, but I'm gonna call the
Alright.
lightning bolt on where he's at.
And that's a deck save?
It is. Let me read it. It's on my sheet.
Yep, that's a DC 17 dexterity save.
Yup.
Alright, he gets an advantage because he has magic resistance. Saving throws can spell and magical effects, and he passes with flying colors.
Okay, half damage on a successful save.
So that is half of 17 is 8.
Yep.
So he takes 8 lightning damage. And now, is that your turn, Haridi?
Yep.
He's going to take a legendary action. Oh. Boop. 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 These are now difficult terrain.
What
That's
is difficult terrain?
The blue drawings I just did. Oh, nope, not there. You go. That was on the GM info overlay, not the.
Ah.
That makes sense, because I'm all like, wait, I don't see that. Okay, that's difficult terrain. Good to know.
The blue square I'm in.
Yes.
All right.
So half movement.
And where does this guy again?
He poofed over here.
None of us can see him, though we did just see Red Eye drop lightning right here, so
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, the crystal. You guys can see him now. I wonder if you guys can guess what stat block he's using. Alright, that's Red Eye's turn. Anatar, it is your turn.
All right. I cast Mislead.
Alrighty.
And the illusory version of myself looks like he's trying to cast a spell while in this difficult terrain, while the real version of my self steps out.
And you are invisible?
Yes.
Do I have to roll anything for him?
I let me look at the spell list. I feel like he could roll something if he had a reason to believe that I'm not there, but great thing about Mislead is that I've kind of given myself a little alibi here.
Yeah, I just need to read the spell. Just in case.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay, there's no saving.
It's a 5th level spell, so yeah, it makes sense.
There's a spell save DC 2017, although I'm not sure.
I think it would be a perception check if you have a reason to think that, I'm actually somewhere else. But because of the illusory double, in game, there's really no reason to think that.
Yeah, so alright.
Yeah, unless we're talking
Unless you've got, true seeing on or something, in which case you don't need to do a check anyway, because you got fucking true seeing on.
Yeah, so, and he does not have that, so...
Or he does, and you're telling me he doesn't, so you can make me get into a false sense of security, but you don't know that I'm actually casting Mislead twice, and then...
Alright. Poop. Okay. Girl, it's your turn.
Sure is. Okay. I've been trying to figure out what to do here. There's still obviously the lightning buzzing around him. Checking range here. Let's see. Snap to center. These are like columns right here, I'm guessing. Okay, so I'd have to go around those. So 13. No, not that way. Okay. I have 40 foot of movement, technically, I think. Yeah. Fortune favors the brave in this case. Okay, I will move right here and not... I don't have a ton of options yet. I will take... Yeah. Gonna just study him for a moment. I will take the dodge action, and I will call turn there.
Alrighty. And it's now Meadow's turn. Lydia?
Okay, can you stretch the distance between me and him just to be sure?
Let's see. That would be 30 feet to get out of it going that way.
Ranger, ignore difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What is the total distance between me and him?
55.
Okay, I'm going to use the dash bonus action I get as a ranger.
Oh, you mean monk?
Ranger.
Oh, rangers get that too?
Yeah.
Specific subclass does.
Oh, right.
Charge in and attempt to punch him in the face.
One of those hit. Legendary action, unless you're going to do anything else.
That's all I can do this turn.
All right,
Oh,
legendary.
wait. I get one more. This time, Fist is writhing with bugs, so that does an additional 1 point of damage.
Okay. Legendary action time. Does a 19 hit you, Lydia?
Yes.
Okay. You take 11 points of piercing damage as a crystalline rapier appears and he stabs you. And now it's the top of the turn order again, and he gets to use a lair action. As he waves his hand as boop. This boy is brought in right here.
Oh boy.
As the cage shatters and it roars, looking at Emerald. And for his turn, he is going to teleport away. Again. Lydia, you can make an attack of opportunity. Use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity if you so choose. That hits.
And still got those bugs, so 17.
Yes, you make good servants indeed. It echoes over the area. All right, and this thing is out of the turn order. And is gonna see the closest thing it. That's a 9. And boop. Emerald, it's your turn. This thing disappeared in front of you.
Okay, I think this is when I stepped away to go get Nora when we started looking at these things or something, or the dog. What exactly was this one?
Oh, this was a fucking Demogorgon.
Okay.
From Stranger Things.
Yeah, not the D&D actual Demogorgon.
A Demogorgon, not the Demogorgon.
Alright, so...
Demogorgon!
Doug Demogorgon.
Doug Demogorgon.
Let me see here.
The fuck? Not right. No, what did you fucking say? That's Timmy being confused by what a Doug Demogorgon is.
4.
And then he commits date rape or something. Timmy Turner's just fucking skis.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna move a little closer. Not out of its range, so... And I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit it with my horn.
Hell yeah.
Not gonna happen. But I
what
haven't...
happened?
Not
What happened to
probably...
my Oh, go.
The first one's probably not gonna hit because it's an 11,
Nope.
in case you can't see that. But I'm gonna try
Nope.
again.
That will hit, though.
Okay. And I'm gonna pour on a Divine Smite at level 3, so that is 48.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Now it's its turn. And it has a little ability since you're injured.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it has Blood Frenzy. And it has a... It makes 3 attacks. Does a 19 hit you, Scatha?
Yes.
It bites you, and it does. How many fucking things open? And does 8 points of piercing damage.
8.
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right. But a 21 will.
Yes.
That is another. That's a 2d8. And that is a 9 slashing. Red Eye, it's your turn.
All right. So this is difficult terrain, yes?
Yes.
So I could move 20 feet.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to stand right here. So I don't actually know where the asshole went then.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to drop a call lightning on this thing that's in front of me.
Nice.
Let me roll the damage on that. Come on. Roll 20's acting up. Give me a second.
It does that.
I'm going to have to actually refresh it. I think it's... Okay, there we go. Okay.
Alright, and I have to roll a dex save?
Yeah.
Well, that was not one. Now, roll severity.
Oh, I'm thirsty.
That was a 62, so add in one more d10.
All right.
Roll a d10.
Did that work?
I'm
not either, so...
I'm not seeing the d10.
Yeah, let me refresh the page.
Yeah, I can see you
I'll roll for
typing,
you.
and then nothing comes up.
I still need to refresh the page because...
I'll roll for you, and that was another 10.
Okay. And I forgot to take my bonus action last time, so I'm gonna make sure to do that this time. I'm gonna put my Tentacle of the Deep right... Where's the drawy thing? On roll 20. I'm gonna put my Tentacle of the Deep right here. And I'm gonna whack the thing with that.
Alright, whack him. That hits. How do you want to do it?
Does that kill him?
Yeah, that kills it.
Good.
I'm gonna say the tentacle, like, wraps around it and, like, crushes it to death. Like, constricts it.
After eviscerating Emerald of it, you hit it with lightning as there's like a heavy metal sting as water seems to pull below it as a tentacle enwraps it, and with a sickening snap is pulled to God knows where. And now Fuckface is back. But oddly enough,
Okay, it's the Phantom Ganon fight from the Forest Temple.
there's some... And he's going to use a legendary action. As crystals emerge around them. Yeah, no one was in. All right. It is now Anatar's turn.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna keep up the charade of my illusory double pretending to prepare spells and all that. But I'm also gonna mimic my illusory double. Just move a few spaces. Just move one space over here. And I'm going to prepare Blight. And
Okay.
if this fucker or any other enemy gets within my reach, I'm gonna fucking cast Blight on them as soon as they get into my space.
Alrighty. Geralt, it's your turn.
Sure is. Okay. Is he like
He is
are they
standing
on
on. Yes,
they are on the ground?
they're on the pillars on top, about 10 feet up.
10 feet. Okay. That's not as bad. Okay, that changes my initial plan with him reappearing. Is there any way of rolling a check to determine which one is illusory and which one's real or not? Or
Roll. I'd roll an investigation check.
I will gladly do so. An 11. Nothing doing.
Yeah, you're not sure one way or another.
Well, closest one to me. Let's conserve energy here. I will. Read a spell description here real quick, trying to decide whether or not one is more valuable than the other here.
I have a question about this dude.
Yeah?
Is he a humanoid or a fiend?
He is a humanoid.
Oh.
Measuring something
in that
here.
case, he retroactively takes 8 more points of damage.
Enticing. Okay, I am going move up here, and I will pull out one of my old faithfuls. Geralt will make the sign of Ard with his hand and cast Gust of Wind in a 60-foot line this way.
Ooh.
Actually, wait, I will move one step closer to do that. That way it gets both of them. So, in order for them this way, a creature within it, an illusion, won't actually suffer any effects. So, if a creature is within that space, they have to make a strength save or be pushed 15 feet away from me.
Nice.
Well, they both passed.
That is fine. It was worth a try.
Yeah, one rolled a 16 on die, and the one rolled an 18.
That is fine. It was worth a try. I can keep that going anyway. So there's no... Do they both appear to be showing visible signs
Yes,
of getting blown by the wind? Ah.
All of them seem somewhat physical.
It's like, all right. Okay, I'd like a free action to speak then.
Yeah.
I don't think they're illusions. Like, most likely duplicates of some kind. So feel free to hurt them as much as you like.
Ooh, naughty boy, all four of them say.
Like, oh,
Stop that!
It's like, oh, please.
He's Victorian era. They're not sheltered, but frustrated.
Kid, I've seen kinkier stuff in back alleys than you've seen in your entire life. All right, and that was my action, and bonus action. Okay, bonus action. I'm going to turn invisible. I will be flipping him off as I do so.
I can do it too.
And that is turn.
All right, it is now Meadow's turn.
He turns to this dude.
Okay, roll a dex save.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I have to roll severity for that one, Lydia. That is 67. Ooh. So you're just gonna take an additional die. You take 21 points of force damage as the crystals around him all rush towards you and it impacts you with magical full force.
Ugh.
That was his legendary action they prepped earlier.
Okay. Okay. I see how it is.
None of those hit, Lydia.
Oh, shit.
It's back up to his turn. As
Let me see here.
isn't you think you're up?
If they one thing, if they are starting their turn and they are still inside that wind tunnel, they have to make the strength save all over again.
Oh, right.
Is this his lair action or is this his turn?
This is his turn.
Because if it's his turn, you like skip me.
No, his legendary lair action is that he gets to go first on initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Red Eye killed the Demogorgon last turn, so
Yeah, that.
yeah, his magic resistance saved his ass here because he rolled like 5 into a 16 each time. Sorry, VV.
All good. He hasn't hit me yet. It's still going.
Okay. Oh. I'll hit. All right, this will. He thinks he's hitting only 2 because he doesn't see Anatar. Red Eye and Emerald roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Save, you say?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that real quick. Add that to my roll. So 13, it's 16 instead of a 13.
Okay, so yeah, you pass then. You take half of 20. Both of you take half of 24.
So
12.
And that's force damage.
12.
As a line of like crystals just shoot out from him and hit both of you. And it is now Emerald's turn.
She can't actually climb up pillars to hit him, so she's gonna move over here to where Mew, to where she can see this guy, and go ahead and cast an augury. No, moonbeam. There we go. Show a spell
All right,
description
and
for
that's
you.
And that's going to damage.
My cat's talky tonight.
Aww.
Okay, regardless of if it passed or not, it's gone.
Okay. Okay, I'll just keep that up and I'll move it around the goddamn battlefield then. I'll just draw it on there real quick.
All right, it's now Red Eye's turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I said okay. Sorry.
What was that?
I said okay, not K.
He's talking to his
Oh, sorry.
family.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
talking.
Sorry. That
was a
just me.
fun who's on first bit.
Okay, so Red Eye.
Alright, I'm gonna move Red Eye right down here. And I'm gonna call lightning on this one. Actually, no,
Alright.
it's actually Meadows too close. I'm gonna call lightning on this one.
All
Right
right.
here.
Regardless of if he saves or not.
And I'm gonna put my tentacle right here and slap this one with it.
All right, roll the hit with it. That hits. And boop.
That's my turn.
Okay, it's now Anatar's turn.
So is this blue person next to me just an illusion?
They seem physical.
All right.
And honestly, you're not sure. Also, he's 10 feet up, but, you know, because they're standing on top of the pillar.
All right. I climb underneath him, and then I grab his foot, and I cast Blight.
All right, click on Blight.
Yeah, let me give it that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Blight's a powerful spell.
He's going to use a legendary resistance to have this, but...
And as I do it, I say, "Got your foot."
Fiend, you cannot know more magic than I.
Say, tell me, are you a god? No? Then die.
He's going to try to teleport away, but you get a attack of opportunity on him.
All right, awesome. I have to do that with a weapon, most likely. Yes.
Yes.
Should have Warcaster.
I don't. I'm a fucking bard.
Warcaster is a feat.
I don't have that. What the fuck is all this shit? I'm gonna do this thing because it has a cool name. That probably doesn't hit him, does it?
Since you're invisible, you get advantage.
Oh, nice. Does that hit him?
Yes.
Yay.
TT,
Yeah.
how do you want to do this?
As he's trying to get away, I just jam it like right between his legs and up. I fucking Vlad the Impale him.
No.
You can't know more magic than me.
No.
Yeah, the human dude can't believe that somebody knows more magic than him.
Wake up! No.
Well, that was lucky.
And with that, combat's over.
I can't see from over here. Did we win?
Yes.
Yes.
Normally I'd object to a finishing move like that, but all honesty, after what I've seen in this place, I'm not gonna say a damn thing.
What was objectionable? The fact that I speared his organs?
No, just impalement.
Oh.
Also, I have to be right back. I have to be right back real quick. Sorry.
When you've got swords, I assume you've done it to people.
I don't usually go at it from below, no, but
Something distasteful about that angle?
No, it's just I'm not strong enough to lift somebody up like that.
Well, it helped that he was flying.
Humans don't like it when you stab them in the ass.
Why?
Oh, it's because the buttocks are filthy.
Why is that worse than being stabbed anywhere else?
Because
I
the
don't know,
buttocks are
ask a
filthy.
human.
I kind of get it.
I don't.
Oh, what a horrid little man that was, hmm?
Sick bastard.
Total gatekeeper about the magic stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't object to setting this place on fire on our way out.
Yeah, there's still things in here, though.
Do these go somewhere? She's trotting
gotta
over
find
these stairs.
There might be more animals in here. I don't want to burn them.
Some of the things in these
That's fair.
cages, honestly, are better off being burned than being let loose. But we're gonna find out more than we know.
I suppose I can't speak as an expert on that, but all creatures can be given use.
If you're trust me, some things are, well, unpleasant.
Unpleasant does not mean deserving of death.
I'm inclined to say that most things are deserving of a chance, but I also worry that there might be things out there that aren't really alive in the same sense as you and me. Manifestations of evil.
Girl, you hear a whistling in your head as she says that.
Yep. So, all right.
And Geralt's head just cut to an image of Gunter O'Dim Fortnite dancing.
Just grimaces and just starts going up these stairs over here.
Why, Geralt? It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
You're not real.
What is that look on your face? Looks like you're seeing something horrible in your mind.
I'm not talking about it. That just gives it power.
Okay, as you guys go up the stairs, you reach what looks like to be his some sort of magic ritual cast, as well as a bunch of magical paraphernalia on a table with several rings.
That's about right.
I'm not touching those.
Rings? Well, in my world, there's a lot of magical rings, but I don't know where these came from, and I don't trust like that.
Meadow picks one up and slips it on her finger.
Okay, Meadow. Then
Yeah?
you just picked up a ring of dimension striding. That's basically you can cast Blink once a day as the spell.
Do I know this?
No. There's also a book that's on the table, as well as what looks like a pool of water with several runes beside it.
I'd like to investigate the book.
It's the notes of Andrew Carley and basically a diary of his diary before he went fully insane, detailing experiments via guinea pigs and rings and a gateway to a forest that leads to other worlds.
Oh no.
Alright, Red Eye is gonna look at the book, and then she's gonna grab the book in her mouth and just, shake it with her teeth and see if she can tear it apart.
Roll me a athletics check.
Alright.
It's pretty thick and old, and you gum it trying to shake it.
Not worth keeping.
She's gonna drop it to the floor and then just sort of like make a face at it.
Here, I'll just produce flame and ignite it.
Yeah, I probably could have done something similar.
As you do that, the entire building begins to shake as if this book is what was holding the whole thing together.
I think that was a load-bearing book.
Time to go now.
Yep.
As the floor disappears out from under you in a fog, as you guys are transported back to the old ruin with what you now know is Andrew Ketterly's body slumped over beside you. But beside him, there is a small box beside him. And shaking himself off, Varden appears, panting.
Good.
I take it you've dealt with the madman.
Yes, he's been dealt with.
He's pretty much deceased.
I didn't really see what happened, but it looked very unpleasant.
Yeah, there is a small, intricately made box beside him.
Is the medallion going off as I'm near it?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well, book Geralt and show Geralt would not loot a corpse of someone that was that evil, but game Geralt would. So, I'll go with that.
I can't do it because I'm a paladin, but I'm really tempted to just set his corpse on fire.
I will look at the box.
Anatar would set his corpse on fire, but he's trying to downplay the evil overlord vibes, and he feels that might be a bit of a tell.
Oh no, when you open the box, you don't see anything in it, but when you try to reach inside, you realize you can stick your entire arm in there as if the box is seemingly bottomless.
One of these. Yeah, handy. Just closes it up and I don't have
You
roaches.
have gotten the Chest of Atlantis.
Nice.
Basically, it's a portable hole.
Nice. It's like, well, I don't have Roach's saddlebags on hand, so this will have to do. Anyone have anything they need to offload? I could probably fit it in this thing. Just stuff his whole arm in there again to show how it works.
The horse with no hands or places to put things just stares at him.
I'm good.
Well, we'll hold on to it for future reference then.
Meadow pats the giant mall on the front of her dress.
Before we head out, if nobody else is gonna do it, Red Eye, who should still be concentrating on Call Lightning because it lasts 10 minutes, she's gonna fling a lightning bolt at the corpse.
There is a cacophonous crack-a-coom as Andrew Carroll's body combusts.
Probably
and turns
safest.
basically to fire and dust and ash.
The fitting end.
Went up like smash paper.
I wasn't entirely convinced it wasn't gonna get back up and follow us.
Roll me a perception check, as now that you guys are...
All of us?
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. 18.
Emerald, you recognize this place. But for everyone else, you are not in the same woods you were before. The trees are different, and Geralt, your medallion is vibrating something fierce. You thought it was from the box, but now you're realizing it's from wherever you're at. Emerald, you've been through here before when trying to find your way to Middle Earth. This is the wood between worlds.
She kind of pauses real quick, and her ears flick, and she lifts her head, and nostrils flaring. She goes, "Well, shit."
Do any of the trees have like jack-o'-lantern or Christmas tree emblems on them?
Roll me an investigation check. Not that you can see.
Aw.
But yeah, but what you do find and notice is that the trees don't have anything about them per se, other than they feel ancient and magical. But most notable is that there's like pools of spring water, like circular pools, scattered all throughout this forest.
Don't go in the pools.
This isn't my first enchanted forest. I know how this usually goes.
Yeah, girl, roll me a hit Arcana check with advantage.
Whee! A 9.
You vaguely heard Siri mention something like.
Yeah, she would have been to a place like this.
Each and
You
every
don't
one of
get
these
much
pools.
about that because she told you a bunch of weird places she's been to that, quite honestly, you don't really believe. Especially the one with the implants in everyone's heads, and they have like the sticks that you point and they shoot metal, but
Yep.
it's also very janky for some reason.
Yep. It's like, I think my daughter's been here. This feels like the sort of place she's been.
That being said, Emerald, you do. Emerald, roll me a history check with advantage.
Okay. Where are you, history?
14. You're on the right trail because this could lead you another way into the domain of Father Christmas. You just need to find his pool.
So, good news. We might have a plan of attack to get, Father Christmas without him noticing we're coming. Bad news. Each and every single one of these pools leads to a different world.
Oh, yeah, Siri did mention this.
So don't drink them.
Don't drink them.
She steps away from one of the nearby pools.
Nada, roll me a perception check as you're near the pool. Alright. Let me roll a d10, see what you see. Okay. Meadow, as you're looking in, you see a world covered in perpetual ice and snow with everything buried in like tens and tens of feet of snow and ice.
Why? What's wrong?
Snow. I don't like snow.
I'll peek in as well.
Geralt, you've actually been here before.
Shit. Yeah.
You know that one world where the elf guy brought you to and trying to get to the other one of the other worlds?
I remember that mission, yes. It's like,
that's that world.
yeah, just really bad deja vu. They're just, oh, yeah, no, don't go in there. I almost died in there.
Fucking hated that mission.
So it seemed good to know that even technically dead worlds are still available to travel to, though.
Yes, Kay?
Emerald, as you're walking by another pool, your horn begins to glow. Do you look into it?
Yep, I'll look into that pool.
There is a. You don't see much other than you see something like a dark purple crystal glowing.
I investigate that one without getting close to the pool.
Also, I'm going to DM you something only you would know.
Okay. Ah, okay.
Is it rock candy? Please tell me it's rock candy.
Well, to a certain group of individuals, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that one for now. I don't know what'll happen if I go in there.
All right, can we just roll to continue looking around, checking
Yep.
different pools? So
Yep.
that'd be perceptions. Done.
Perceptions or investigations?
A little better with one. Ugh. Finally, I actually have something nice, and it's on the other side.
All right, Geralt. As you're going through a pool, you notice a familiar sight of a giant tree forest, like a jungle built out of a giant tree.
All right. He'll look at that one and actually smile a tiny bit. Just good to know.
And you see a familiar friend with a long tongue just eating fruit.
It's like, hey there, Roach.
Oh God, Geralt named the Pookie Roach.
Then just kind of makes a mental note to talk to Siri about that one. He's could put that one on his list of to potentially retire to worlds. That one's not half bad, but I don't think it's where we're going.
Emerald, you find the pool that leads back to Middle Earth.
Wow,
A shimmering that's glowing a shimmering color. Not what you need, but
was it doing that when I came through it the first time?
yes.
Okay.
It has a shimmering like light color to it. That occasionally goes black with like volcanic ash before going back to shimmering.
Well, this one here, if we actually absolutely need it, goes to Middle Earth. Just in case. Keep that in mind.
Escape tunnel's always good. So what exactly are we looking for?
Dun, dun.
Would I know?
Above game, I know what we're looking for, and I know what to listen for, but Geralt doesn't.
Would Emerald know? Roll a history or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And if it's a shitty roll, I'm gonna slap some guidance on there. No, I'm not, because that's not gonna help.
Emerald, you can't remember if it was a pool or like a circle of dead trees with like little doors painted on them. You're not sure either way.
Well, I could get us back to Narnia, but getting us directly into Father Christmas's world, I'm not exactly sure what that looks like. Could be a circle of trees with little doors on them, or a different pool. Whatever it is, it's going to be cold.
Alright, did I get one for Meadow yet?
What?
Did I show Meadow one of the worlds yet?
Yeah, Meadows saw the cold place.
That was her first roll.
Yep.
Has Red Eye or Anatar rolled?
Red Eye has not.
Oh, you wanted me to make a second one?
Perception?
Yeah. Oh no, Meadow already made a second one, so I'll do one for Meadow.
Yeah.
Anatar. You see a world that has. It gives you deja vu, but you're not sure where. Then you realize it's from Arena's memory. A world of like tall buildings and people with flying machines, but also a world gripped in a global war. Probably discern that this is where Arena's from. Hello?
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay,
Hello.
so... Okay, good. Is it like a... Like, is it just a window into that world, or is it a portal?
It's a pool, so theoretically you can go into that world.
Let's mark this place on a map. Do we have one of those?
If you can get back there.
I don't think this is the kind of place you can map so accurately.
Yeah, Emerald, you would know that this place seems to be really hard to get to, and even harder to navigate through.
Oh, damn it, this is useless to me.
She
Is
would.
it them telling me how to get her back to her world if I don't have her here to get her back home to?
We got here once by dumb fuck luck.
It's not really something I want to depend upon.
Not
More
saying
about
you do.
cunning
Just saying.
plans.
If fortune favors you even once, there's a chance it can favor you again.
Rarely in my experience.
Well, take it from me. Sometimes it's just a matter of perspiring until it works.
Red Eye has not investigated any of the pools yet.
Red Eye, roll me an investigation check then. Or perception. Okay. Red Eye, something catches your eye. As you're going through the pools, you notice, and then after you notice, everyone else begins to notice. There's like a sanguine leaking that is going into other pools. Like a trail of like a small like stream of like red liquid that has a thick viscousness that is leaking into other pools. And as you follow it, you see the trees become more and more brambled as you see a pool, a spring, but it's looks entirely composed of blood.
Oh, that does not bode well.
Geralt, you feel a feeling on the back of your spine that you have not felt since the last time you dealt with a certain individual.
Oh boy.
Except like 5 times as bad. Like if there was 5 Gonjuro Dims in a room, this would be what you would feel.
Say big bad vibes from that one. Best leave that one alone. I doubt we could do anything to really affect it or stop it.
As a chill fills all of your spines, there is a sound of soft clopping on the ground, as if a large horse is moving.
I look over at Emerald, see that Emerald is standing still, and then look away to see where it's coming from.
As around you, this whole place has had somewhat of a misty quality to it, but now the fog seems to get thicker. As materializing out of the fog comes a figure, Geralt, you are reminded of Eridan in terms of its armor and mace. There's key differences, but this is like a man in like skeleton armor on top of a skeletal horse.
That's different right out of the gate. He's not accompanied by a trail of frost, so that's pretty telling in and of itself. And for a moment, there's caution, but like hand on the sword and everything, but it will fade as he realizes the familiar signs aren't there, and also the fact that the Wild Hunt are all dead. You lost here too?
The figure doesn't speak and appraises you. I was coming to turn you back from this pool. The figure gestures. This is a really big man on a big horse. Like his horse alone is like twice Emerald's size.
It's a big horse. Anatar is rightly terrified.
The gears of fate have indeed begun turning. It seems that you have also been shorn from your fate. Might I ask of you, what has you traveled between this interstice between worlds?
Trying to rescue a friend of ours.
Hmm.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of Father Christmas.
There's a despot that needs dealing with, and I seem to keep getting pulled into these kinds of situations. First it was that renegade Leshen, then it was that guy in the blue armor. Big asshole.
It feels more complex than it really is.
He looks at you, Geralt. You remind me of one that also crosses through here regularly. One with a scar.
People in my line of work tend to have those.
I take it she is not who you are seeking.
She's found. She's accounted for, and she's found her way. She doesn't need me anymore.
That is good. That is good to hear those hounding her no longer hound her.
He will smile a tiny bit at that. I saw to it myself.
The figure nods and points in a direction. If you seek out the corrupted gift giver, that way. Do not pursue this pool. Nothing but an inescapable flood I intend to tide to rest here. Do not interfere with it, lest you meet inescapable doom.
I've been told that before and managed to get out. But looks back over at the bloody thing. I'm not in any hurry to throw my life away.
This is not yet your fate. You have other places to struggle, fate shorn.
Great. Well, many thanks for your help, traveler, and safe travels. And he'll just turn and start walking in that direction, knowing full well immediately after what he said, knowing that no reason to not trust his words.
Did you know that guy?
Well,
No, but I understand him.
fellow, as a fellow enemy of Inhumans. And with that, he vanishes into the mist.
Oh my god, the horse is gone.
What is your issue with horses?
They're terrifying.
You're afraid of herbivores
Long
too?
Mouths full of human teeth.
Emerald
They walk
visibly
on
restrains
toes.
herself from pulling her lips back in a terrible horse smile.
They walk on their toes. It's unsettling. God, it was so big.
Well, I can't help if you're a pansy, but try to keep your cool. I've heard the fat man has a big deer. Those aren't gonna
No,
scare
deer,
you
there's
shitless,
no,
are they?
there's no problem with deer. Deer are fine. Delicious.
This is a conversation we're having.
Yep. It's like giant deer, huh? That's new. Does he have what else does he have at his command?
Well, if I remember correctly, I met a little fella who used to work for him. It seems like he's got a bunch of very, very small elves.
Yes,
Elves.
they look like hobbits, but they call themselves elves. It's very confusing.
I have both of those things where I'm from, and they don't sound like either of them.
What's a hobbit?
It's like a smaller human,
So like a child?
No.
but fully grown. Like if you took a fully grown human and made it child size, like Sometimes when you serve candy, you make smaller versions of it so people can eat more of it without feeling guilty. It's a fun-sized version of candy, so a
That's
hobbit's
just
like a fun-sized human.
that's just
Actually-
dwarfism. That's just dwarfism. That's a common mutation in all creatures.
They're
No,
also
no,
got pointy ears and large furry feet.
they're not exactly the same. You're thinking of dwarves.
It's like a fox and a wolf. A fox is basically a wolf but smaller. That's a hobbit.
Hobbits are very relaxed. They like to eat good food, smoke a lot of weed, and stay out of trouble.
I'm told they're marvelous
They're
cooks.
basically the opposite of humans in that
Sounds
regard.
nice.
They're generally pleasant enough.
I've never really put much thought in them for most of my life, but recently I've come to admire hobbits in a certain respect.
From my understanding, the fat man we're murdering has enslaved a large number of tiny elf hobbit things.
They'd have to be tiny. If they're anything like the elves where I'm from, they'd, well, they're very anti-enslavement to the point where they'd rather die than have it to suffer for a moment through it, so,
The one I know could fit in the palm of your hand, so yes, they're very small.
So the one I met had a death machine. I'm hoping the ones working for the fat man don't have those.
death machine.
Yes, it's hard to explain. It's like a
Geralt,
metal box.
Geralt, you've seen the machine right when you came out of the... Because Red Eye dropped off a Cimmeril into it.
Okay.
Klaus's fucking tank he built.
There's a lot I haven't seen yet.
Well, there's more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done.
Careful. Those copyright lawyers are nasty.
I'm already killing one beloved child icon. I'll take the mouse out. This conversation was non-canonical. Just fun jokes. We do that sometimes.
Roll a perception check. This is a hearing base, by the way.
Okay.
All of us?
Yes.
I don't have any advantage or anything on that, so
24. Wow, finally I'm rolling good.
You hear like music.
That's festive sounding. I hate it.
festive sounding.
Yep.
Yes.
Where?
Points.
That's it.
That is obnoxious.
It is, but that's it.
You could play that for hours on end and drive a man mad. Not that I would do such a thing.
Good. If you did, I'd have...
Go ahead.
Say, I'm never telling Jaskier about this.
You better not.
When I read my book, I read that the most horrible being in the universe is kept pacified by demonic flutes. I wonder if it sounds something like this.
This doesn't sound pacifying.
You. I think it would drive you to a rage.
This would make me angry. It already is.
It's like it's the soundtrack for every familial dispute that's ever occurred in the history of man.
What the flutists do to wake up Azathoth is they play Christmas shoes.
You're thinking of the story of the Father Christmas that goes after and gives that horrible man on the planet Apocalypse coal every year.
Of course
That
you
was not in. That is not in character unless it is absolutely
Yes, it
funny.
is.
Yes, it is. It is now.
That was hilarious.
You
Been
meeting
to a lot of places.
you meeting the DC fucking Santa is hilarious. So yes.
Well, at least I won't have any moral qualms whatsoever about putting this madman down.
We're finding the band that's playing this and we're giving them a mercy killing.
Well, I mean, the elves
Yeah.
actually kind of like it. I think.
God, I hope not.
The wolf who's been accompanying you is like, I swear, I'm thankful. I am somewhat thankful for the witch to not ever play this music.
Yeah, I gotta admit, this is not a job perk.
As you arrive, and you notice a lot of the trees are strung up in Christmas and light.
God, this is gaudy.
With like little stars on top of them and little decorations hanging from the pines.
Yeah, this is actually funny. This kind of looks up at some of the stuff hanging. Yeah, no, when we did this to appease nature spirits and keep them from killing us.
I understand that that it would be very foolhardy and risk a lot of innocent lives, but I'm severely tempted to just cast my wall of flames out and just watch it burn.
I don't mind it.
I would bet that all of this shit would
Sauron's a goth. He hates Christmas.
I would bet that even if you set the rest of this forest on fire, that all of this stuff would just stay where it is.
Doesn't seem like the kind of place you can really put an end to.
So we would be stuck in a ring of fire with all of this shit still here and that music still playing.
Only way to be sure, we have to go in. We have to deal with it ourselves. It's the only way to be sure.
Alright.
I love how the music is getting your characters so incensed already.
It's Christmas music.
Obnoxious, gaudy, bardic music that sounds like an earworm someone would play to appease a crowd. Yeah, no reason for him to be pissed off about that.
Also, cry to you, Witcher.
Oh.
As you arrive to a very festive-looking pool with like crosses and shit around it, and imagine it's basically if the fucking Christmas store that appears every year had a hot spring.
All right.
This is wrong.
All right. So you're at the gateway to land of Christmas.
Well,
What do you do?
see you bitches later, and she jumps in the pool.
What?
I guess Red Eye's going to follow her.
Meadow will tentatively dip her toes into the water.
It's cold.
Ugh.
All right.
Let's just get this over with. And he'll just step in.
I want you to know that Emerald made a horsey cannonball.
Cannonball?
Very
Did she do a running start?
Yep. She leaped
Meadow
into
is
the air like...
hesitating.
Do a barrel roll. I'm not sure what quest you're on, but...
I really
We're
don't
going
want
to
go
kill Santa.
I really don't want to go in there.
And instate a gregarious skeleton in his stead.
One for the money, two for the show. Three to get ready, and here she goes. Just waiting on Meadow to make the plunge.
She takes a deep breath and dives in.
Alrighty. As you
This is where
around right here.
What was that?
You see the X on the map?
Yep.
Yes.
and you arrive on what seems to be like a well-worn pathway.
There it is.
Kind of wish this place was a bit more like that other world like this I've been to.
And the jaunty music you just hear in the distance perpetually.
How could anyone survive here?
Don't know, but they won't for long.
Good attitude.
I love how everyone is just so angry.
It's Christmas music in July, like out of character.
Oh yeah, this is Christmas in July.
It is. It's almost. It is. It is activating my fucking fight response. I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah. I'm not in a great place right now.
All right.
Killing Christmas. Killing Christmas. It's ours this time, and won't that fat man be surprised? We'll gouge out his eye. Killing Christmas, killing Christmas, killing Christmas.
All right. Roll me an investigation check as you guys are down the trail.
Right.
Investigation.
A soft 20.
Girl, you notice on the ground weird tracks you've never seen before, like in straight line, like it's like a sleigh or a carriage. Red eye, these are tread marks.
This is odd.
And as you notice, halt!
Oh,
You
good.
hear, you hear as moving out of the fucking woods, you see like what Klaus built, but actually more better put together, as if they actually had stuff to actually make a proper tank. Small little Christmas tanks all surrounding you.
Had this dream before.
What? What business do you have in these parts, travelers? Are you for the fat man?
Emerald
Alright.
leans down and looks at the tanks.
Who is this fat man of which you speak?
The bastard Father Christmas.
How big
Real-
are they?
We are
No.
members of the Elf Liberation Front.
Oh,
Thank you for
excellent.
this.
I
How
was
big
not
are these
where he
tanks?
was. I was not where he was overweight. We're here to kill him.
General Padolf would like to speak with you.
How big are these tanks, by the way?
The tanks are basically waist high. These are waist high.
Little tiny Daleks, just busy and about.
And out from the top of the tank, you see a little like tiny elf. That's black and fuzzy. Topped off with
Aww.
like a little like fucking army helmet, probably repurposed from like an old action figure.
Aw, they're so cute.
Whoa, stay back, stay back. General Padolf would like to speak with you, travelers. If you have business.
Thank you, they're so serious.
All right, we'll speak with you.
Oh, they think you're so tough, but they're so small. Oh,
I promise you that I am serious about this, even if my companions seem goofy.
I want all of them.
No, we're trying to make sure that people who aren't being taken and forced into something against their will here. That's kind of the whole thing we're here to stop.
Meadow wants to take them home.
You can only take one home if they want to. Remember, consent matters.
These are the wolf you brought with you, Vard, is like, what? I've never seen. Father Christmas has these in what? And as you follow the convoy of elf tank, which, mind you, are basically Christmas presents with fucking like gun tubes sticking out.
The candy cane striped.
Yes.
It's just an epidemic around here. This is my life now.
As you get to like a little miniature like field war camp with like elves doing push-ups, elves getting drill instructed.
Oh my god, they're so tiny!
And mind you, they're all Klaus size, which is like a few inches tall. As you get to what looks like they tried to make, the opening scene from Patton where he's addressing the troops and there's a giant American flag behind him. There's a table with like a regular like flag that's strewn behind it, with like a map and like a full map in front of him, and standing there with his arm turned with like a little riding crop and a army helmet covering his eyes. A grizzled old little elf.
Is his mouth covered by a little mustache?
Yes.
Perfect.
I see you brought. These are the mungos you brought in. I'm General George C. Paddle.
Mungos? Is that a Fallout reference?
Would you know it's a Fallout reference? I don't think so. I don't think either of us would know what that means.
Listen,
knowing what that means, knowing of the evil that is Odd Howard. We don't bring that here.
I see you want to kill Father, the fat bastard, as well, don't you?
Yes, we're out to murder Father Christmas and save our friend from his clutches. If you could direct us to him, we would gladly do the deed for you.
Well, ain't that fortuitous? We recently got intel that the fat man has brought someone in unwillingly. Usually he brings in kids, for what reason we don't know.
That's incredibly upsetting.
It's very upsetting.
We think he makes them into Yule lads, but we're not.
What's a Yule lad?
That's when I think this place can't get worse.
Ever since he went full tyrant, we've been trying to fight him every step of the way, but his defenses are too strong. We've been trying to make a push to take it back, to liberate the rest of our brethren, but between you lads and all that dark magic he has, we haven't been able to do much.
Dark magic, you say?
Don't know what sort of being he made a pact with, or what corruption that's befallen him, But yeah, he's been making snowmen that can eat ya, living gingerbread men, living nutcrackers with guns.
What's gingerbread?
Bread with ginger in it.
Is that it?
Sounds unpleasant.
It depends on how you make it.
It needs a lot of time to make it just right.
You make it wrong, you're basically biting into a brick.
I wouldn't expect time to go well with ginger.
That was in character.
So I take it, old bastard Kringle took someone important to you, staging a rescue mission.
Yes, yes, an innocent young woman.
Wait a
Not,
minute. I got an intel. Wait a minute. Is she the one who stole the gun with Klaus in it?
yes.
Mike.
Klaus is fine.
Well,
He's been living well in our kingdom.
oh, that's a relief. Ever since, ugh. Father, the good bastard father's been a little apoplectic ever since that happened. All he's ever we're talking about is busting a cap in that skank, he says. Time may be dire then.
Did he have to go gendered with the insults? Jeez. Louise.
He's an asshole.
That's one of them.
Very squeaky tank you've got there.
That's one of them doing construction work on the tank behind them.
Yes, because they have like a little squeaky bell in there.
It's a little squeaky hammer.
Meadow is clearly fidgeting, struggling to keep her hands to herself.
Anyway,
between wanting to bite the man and not wanting to put myself anywhere near him, maybe I'll just set him on fire instead.
anyways, we've been thinking about doing another pushing it inside of Kringle's domain. However, fences are well too organized. We were trying to think of an alternate route, but our tanks aren't able to pierce through the mountain caves or go over the ice shelf.
What sort of defenses does the town have?
Magical golems, artillery, paid mooks.
If you could provide a distraction, we could sneak in some sort of back entrance and slit the man.
I like the way you think. You're a brilliant strategist. Man after my own heart. We actually do have a way. There's a cave system in these mountains over here that can lead directly into the coal mines and take you directly into Santa's workshop. However, every person we send in there don't come back, so we think there might be some sort of resistance. Or something living in those caves, we're not too sure. However,
Good, my specialty.
our tanks aren't able to get through to the elevation, but some mungos like you shouldn't have too much trouble then.
Seems plausible.
Yeah, easy enough. Done it
So-
a million times.
So, that said, I have an idea. We were thinking about we were going to attack First Light tomorrow. However, you guys have changed the equation. He says as he gestures to another elf who brings him a firework. Once you're inside the workshop and have it fully take over, fire this into the air, and we'll begin the assault. And from there, we can do a pincer movement and take out town and deal with Chris Kringle once and for all.
What'll happen once he's gone?
Well, we'll figure out that Santa Claus later. But for now, I'm just worried of getting my people out of there.
Fair enough. Well,
There's a boat on the dock which can go between worlds. Its navigation might be a little mixed up, but wherever you came from, it should take you back to where Father Christmas was last, at the very least.
Oh,
So if shit goes south, we can all escape on there.
you mentioned the Crisp Pringle. Is that like a true name, like demons have, or is it like a code name or something?
Santa has numerous names. You have Father Christmas, you have Santa Claus, you have Kris Kringle, Saint Nicholas. There's so many
models
goddamn
often do.
names, not sure which one he prefers on a given day.
Mortals often do collect names like
Please.
Well, while we're standing
I'm tired.
here
I just want to kill
talking, Emerald's going to be standing there and doing some of this.
Some of what?
It's
Ah.
So
Yeah,
that would
good
be
call.
everybody. Gets 14 hit points back.
I took no
Good.
damage,
I'm
but
a
thank you regardless.
Good, because I'm a little low.
All right, and there's like a bunch of elves who are like covered in blood and covered in like a field hospital nearby that also get healed. It's like, I can see, I can fight.
Fairly Odd Parents. Its creator's a shithead. That joke was also non-canon.
No, it wasn't.
Anyways, if you're curious about saving, yeah. Anyways, we're about to hit first fight tomorrow. You guys seem a little beat up, so might want to rest a bit because you'll need it for tomorrow.
Fair point.
Indeed.
Okay.
Once you're inside, we'll do the rest.
Sounds good.
Godspeed, soldiers. Godspeed. Dismissed.
So, are we able to take a short rest or a long rest in this?
A long rest.
Oh, okay.
I get my spell slots back.
Yay, so do I. And all of my health comes back. Which is good, because I did not have a lot left.
Anyways, want to do like any like resting down RP? This would be a good time to do it.
All right. Since Geralt's actually in pretty decent shape, whatever sort of area we've got for resting purposes, he'll just be sitting out there in that meditative pose, just watching everything going on around in the distance and just listening to that horrible music.
Girl, roll me a perception check.
Oh, good. Okay, perception. 23.
Yeah, you notice like a lot of the elves have like injuries that don't seem to be done from combat, more like done from torture. Like there's one elf that looks like he has his entire mouth bandaged up and bloody, as if all his teeth were removed.
Meadow looks very serious suddenly. This has to stop.
I see your poor Hermie. He wanted to be a dentist. Santa didn't appreciate that.
Oh, that's just cruel.
This ends tomorrow.
Emerald has laid down, in the way that a horse actually lays down, with her hooves tucked up underneath her. She goes, "Why exactly do you think I'm after this guy? It's not personal revenge. It's because this has to end."
Geralt, when we were in that room with all the pools that led to different worlds, why did you go with us here when you could have kept searching to see if there was one that would return you to your own?
Well, I've gotten pulled into these things before, and funny, in the past I probably would have just come up with some stupid reason and excuse, but reality of the matter is that if I see something happening that I can stop, that I should stop, I kind of have a hard time not doing that. Long sordid history with saying I wasn't going to get involved and not being able to stop myself.
Fair enough.
Rarely ends well, but if I see world I'm from's a hard one. Look, just kind of gestures over to the elves. That kind of shit happens every day.
Sounds
I
like
don't.
Mordor.
Yeah, it's terrible most of the time. The wrong people are in power. Everyone goes on about how the evil they're committing is the lesser one, and like it magically makes all consequences of their actions inconsequential.
It
I've never
doesn't,
lo-
does it?
People still die, people still suffer from it, so no. Evil is evil. I said that a lot. I don't like leaving evil not dealt with. I've gotten myself in a lot of trouble dealing with that, but I don't like the thought of someone you know who you claim is good for the world you're in being here because she doesn't want to be because some mad, wintry tyrant has dark, evil designs for her. Looks at Anatar, just that hits a little too close to home.
You know, that elf general seems like a good fellow. We could use someone like that back home.
Yes, General George C. Pad Elf.
My aim is not necessarily to return her to our home, but to hers.
Is that what she wants?
Well, her desire will be paramount, but I believe so. I know her world is also war-torn, but
I haven't
I
asked much up to this point because I've just been focused on adapting to everything, but what is this person you're after like? What makes her worth saving?
Well, I've never met her personally, but stories say that Lady Arana is a beacon of hope for Middle Earth.
Oh,
that's horse piss. She's a person. She's a good, normal person who really has no reason to be sucked into all of this madness. There is no reason she should endure all these things. It is senseless what she has been forced to endure and the choices she has been forced to make and the losses she has suffered. She's
Would
here
she-
by accident, and she doesn't deserve to be dragged through this griminess.
Well, it sounds like she's been through grime already, which means she came out of the other side of it. You can't push her back through it and not get her dirty the second time. You know that, right?
I have to believe that there is something better for her than the world that is here.
That's up to
Others-
her. Take it from me. No matter how much you try, no matter how firm or soft your hand is, they go off on their own, they make their own calls. They aren't always the calls you make.
I have no desire to make the calls, but I want to at least offer her the opportunity.
And if she says no,
And
If
that's
she
her
would rather
choice. And I will abide by that.
even if it's not the choice you and your vision of how things should be would make.
I don't really think anyone should be following my vision anymore.
Anymore.
Yes, anymore. That's where that sentence ends.
There is a very intent look coming from Emerald, but it looks silly because she's a horse and can only look out of the sides of her head.
so
So she is giving you the side eye this entire time.
It freaks him the fuck out. He's terrified of horses. He is visibly unsettled. I am keeping that character trait. It is canon, and I am playing with it as no matter how silly it makes things.
She finally turns her eye away and goes, well, to be honest, it doesn't really matter what kind of person she is it, does it? She's in there. And she gestures to Santa's workshop, and she goes, nobody deserves that.
I don't doubt it, seeing what I've seen.
What are we gonna do for the workers once we get them out of there? Where'll they go?
That
They're gonna
depends
take them
on-
back to that god-forsaken Narnia, or somewhere else?
I don't think anyone should be living in that place without a lot of fixing up.
Sure, given their mechanical prowess, they'd be more than welcome in Erebor. If we could find a way back.
It
That
should be
was my
their
thinking.
choice. That's what you were telling me. It should be their choice.
Which it will be. I was thinking we were talking about what we can offer them.
I don't
Why don't we
intend
just
to
ask them
impress
what they
anyone.
want? Why don't we just ask them what they want?
What if they are not informed about the circumstances in other places? We should try to lead them somewhere that will be good for them and not send them into a death trap.
Or you just let them go and let them figure out what they want to do for themselves. They may want to repair this place and make it like what it used to be. It may be a mockery of festivity and merriment at this point, but it probably wasn't always the case.
Yeah, all I was suggesting is that we extend an offer, not that we impress anyone. That's something Sauron would do.
Yes, very much so.
Well, the elf general did say that there is some sort of portal up there.
He said that there is a ship that can transport to other worlds.
I
Although its
imagine
navigation system might be a little messed up.
that if anybody knows how to work that, it would be those elves. So they might be able to get somewhere where they want to go without us. All we have to do is make sure that they have the choice.
Seems to be the crux of the matter, then. I have no problem killing despots. Done it before, and I'll probably wind up doing it again.
There's no shortage of them, that's for sure.
I'm finding that's more true with every world I get dragged into.
We should ask the locals if there's any special method that has to be used. These unholy things often have special requirements. Chop the head off, stake through the heart, that sort of thing.
Is this Father Christmas unholy? I had the suspicion that he was on the side of this world's creator deity.
I'll be back in 1
He
second.
can't help smirking. That would put him on the side of the angels.
I don't think they're very chummy anymore. She like tosses her head to bring attention to the fact that her horn has been snapped off. I would have been considered, a holy deity of Aslan in Narnia. And Father Christmas is snapping our horns off and using them for something, which usually kills us. I'm pretty sure that even if Aslan is a little... And she kind of rolls her horse eyes, a little terrible as well, in some ways. At least he wouldn't do something like that. Or let somebody else get away with it.
Why hasn't he interfered with Father Christmas?
I think at this point in time, he's not able to.
Given that this Aslan is asking teenagers to go solve his geopolitical disputes for him, I don't think he's a very competent ruler.
He's a lion, isn't he? He could at least bite the dude.
Deities have
venerate a
strange
you guys
rules.
you guys venerate a giant cat.
Cats are
Yes.
cool. Giant cats are really cool. I can understand that. That makes perfect sense to me.
Now, dogs, on the other hand, ugh.
Don't care for dogs. Wolves are fine. The domesticated ones that I find unsettling.
Anything not creep you out?
I literally just said wolves. What?
Yeah, but dogs, horses, I'm not gonna find out next. Rabbits give you nightmares?
Twitchy noses.
Fuck. Nice. Alright. As I said, I don't think at this point that he is
Is there
able
any magic
to.
in Narnia by which gods and other deified figures are bound? Oaths they cannot break.
There
Words they
is.
cannot say.
There is. They call it the deep
Nope.
magic.
Oh, when was that written?
The beginning of time.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Sounds pretty deep. I doubt we'd understand it.
I was not there for that.
There was also the deepest magic, which was written before Aslan was even.
Is there
Created.
a third variety of magic called the deeper magic that's slightly less deep than the deepest, but deeper than the deep?
I don't know. All I know is the two, and it's already too much for me.
Whoever came.
That's presuming a lot, calling your version the deepest version. What if there was someone around to write the rules saying that one was deeper? What do you call it? The deepest est or deepest
Happens if there's 4 tiers, and now we have to figure out something other than deep, deeper, deepest, like more deepest or slightly deeper, but not the deepest.
Rock bottom?
Why not the longest magic?
Deep
This
tier
is,
2.
This is pretentious nonsense.
What about bottom magic? It's the magic that's at the bottom.
Oh, I consider it less pretentious and more whimsical and stupid.
Didn't say it wasn't stupid. Only that it exists and even deities have to abide by it, at least in Narnia. I imagine that's why Arslan is relying on so heavily on this prophecy, and why he can't just stop Father Christmas himself.
Speaks to a certain level of impotence on his part as a deity.
If he was able to do something by himself, I don't think we would have had centuries of winter and death because of the White Witch.
I mean, what's he even good for?
Always the way with created deities, isn't it? They make the world, and then they just occasionally nudge things to get what they want. Meanwhile, all the other deities are the ones that actually go out and do shit. Pardon my language, I'm speaking passionately.
Clearly.
It's not as if you have the wrong of it.
From where I'm standing, it seems like most deities are sots.
In general, it tends to be the louder they proclaim deityhood for themselves, the less likely they actually have any merit behind it.
It's a problem of the sheer scale of power they are given. The more power you have, the harder it is to wield intelligently and justly. The more unforeseen side effects of every choice will be cropping up.
Too much in one place is always a bad idea. Doesn't matter
Yes.
what sort of benevolency that you think you have. If you do not see the forest for the trees, you will always burn the forest down eventually.
What a mess. Anyone know any good songs? That sort of take our mind off this infernal music.
I almost can't believe I'm having to fall back to my mental recesses of his stuff. Well, I don't have any songs I'm willing to sing out loud, but this kind of turns around. Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Again, there's a horsey eye roll to the side where she looks at him and then looks at her lack of hands.
I've played with Roach once. It's actually not that hard. Just use your teeth.
Fucking Roach.
Those cards get anywhere near my mouth, I will eat them.
That's fine. I have every single one. In fact, I actually have multiples. And he just kind of reaches into his bag and pulls out a gigantic pile. All right, so proceeds to explain rules of Gwent.
This is fucking... Do we roll
Still
to see
speaking
who
with-
wins?
Still has the exact same monotone, but is speaking with a lot more direct passion than usual because this version of Geralt did complete the side quest to collect every single card.
Does that mean it's your version of Geralt?
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
DM.
this one has my face on it. Ignore that one. That one is not in play. Now,
Emerald deliberately reaches over and grabs that one and looks at him as she eats it.
like, that's fair, actually. Roach
Oh,
did that
well,
too.
Check out the likeness. Oh.
No, across that, it'll point out that, weirdly enough, a lot of the famous, more powerful cards in the game are actually people that he knows. Kind of turns it into a weird old man rambling as his dad energy starts coming out, and he starts telling stories about the people he knows.
The question is, Nilfgaard, Skellig, North Realms, Sogatil, or monsters for Geralt?
I'm a Northern Realms man, personally, but Skellige won me over in Blood and Wine, so I'll go with them. It's like, alright, you've got the Northern Realms deck here, Nilfgaard here, there.
Okay, back. What did I miss?
Geralt teaching everyone how to play Gwent.
Oh.
We're playing
Better guard
cards.
them, no.
Here's the monster deck right here. They primarily focus on swarm mechanics. It's like, and here you have the Scoia'tael, mostly elven fey creatures and elven soldiers. It's like a little different from the ones here, though. Elves where I'm from are, if not as tall as humans, about 8 or 9 feet tall. And beyond that, you've got the Northern Realms, which has a lot of very strong range weaponry. Nilfgaard's a bit stronger up front, and here's Skellige. They're a bit of a hybrid thing. It was one of their playtesters.
During this, Emerald is looking at Anatar like, do you hear this shit?
Anatar just shakes his head.
So it's like, okay,
Why are they so small?
Fucking Meadow's still obsessed with the tiny elves.
You're just watching them go about their little tiny elfy ways.
their tiny elf business. In their tiny elf business suits.
Yeah, you're watching an elf. Hold on. You hear a tiny elf just
hammering away at his little tank.
Just awkwardly watching this giant plant person looking down at them with sparkly anime eyes.
I think I need an adult. You are an adult. Don't know that.
Unfortunately, we're also all adults, so he's screwed.
Hammering intensifies.
And you see elves like doing drill instructor and you don't know, but you've been told, and his house is kind of old. Like they're all playing war, and they all have like little toy soldier and GI Joe pop guns.
All right, not bad, not bad. It's like, okay, now the key here. Right. Oh, nope, spy card. I get to take 2 more cards out here.
All right, who's off playing Gwent?
I'll play Gwent.
I am not. I play card games, both in character and out.
He's Emerald's like, I have no hands, but he seems so excited about this. I'll play along.
All right.
Red Eye is going to watch.
All right, I think that would be a...
They're competing D100 since the goal is to get a higher number at the end of a round.
All right, roll each of you roll a D100.
Yeah.
Okay.
54.
36.
Oh. It's like,
Geralt takes...
it's like
Geralt takes...
not bad for your first try. I did a lot worse first time.
All right, another D100. There's 3 rounds.
2 out of 3. All right, here we go. A 5. Well, I'm probably not making it out of this one. Like, yeah, sometimes you have a really bad hand. It's like luck of the draw. Very good round.
And final.
Her mouth is full of cards, so she can't say anything.
Just eye contact and ear twitches. Wow. It's like, man, not being very kind. All right. Hey, you're a prodigy at this.
Strangely proud of herself looking. Like, yay, I've never played cards before. This isn't too bad.
Gwent's really fucking fun, not gonna lie.
I'm sorry I ate your card.
Nah, it's fine. I've got like 3 others. Pulls them out of his pocket.
That has to be intensely uncomfortable looking at your own face.
Yeah, people keep giving them to me, assuming that I have never heard about it. Most people don't assume I'm actually like really into this. I've won several tournaments.
Geralt, it must be uncomfortable seeing your face. And in Geralt's fucking house, he just has the picture of him naked on a horse.
Yep, that actually is canon.
Yeah, in that one DLC, Geralt goes to a fucking a knight tournament as a knight. Has to get all dressed up like a chivalric knight. And he gets a fucking portrait painted of him. Hold on.
I've been down a lot of roads. Still, not bad for your first try.
This is kind of a fun game. As you can imagine, we don't usually play cards.
I can imagine not.
Kind of hard with all the fiddly little cards and no hands.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Also, here's the portrait in question.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh god.
And you can put that in your house.
I'm gonna blow this up nice and big so everybody on the video can see that. There we go. Take a look. Just for you.
No, don't be. I'm flattered.
Why is there just a random little kitty? I suppose cats do what they want.
It wandered into the frame, and they're just all like, why not? Sat there the whole time. It was such a good model.
Okay, so... well, I suppose we should actually, try to sleep for tomorrow.
And it looks like we put other people to sleep from listening to us. Good idea.
Na, 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 na.
At least we forgot about the music.
For a few short, blissful hours.
So playing.
I'd like to imagine that Anatar says that in his, like, not sleep.
Just bloodshot eyes over there facing away from us.
Turn back into a ring already.
Poof. He probably forgot he could do that in his music-induced rage.
Oh yeah, he pops back into a ring at night. That's right.
The music is that distracting.
I imagine it muffled once he turns back into the ring. Oh, thank God.
No, it doesn't. He just can't, clog his
Just
ears anymore.
You have no mouth, and yet you must scream.
The ring on the ground is just vibrating as it screams.
Just a tiny little high-pitched wail comes out of it.
It's from the end of the fly. Just a little. I think one of the elves is in danger.
I imagine you actually since he's technically an object, you put him in the portable hole and he'll be fine.
Yeah. A few hours rest in the void. Blink, just drops it in.
It gets quiet.
And a little
Cold,
cold.
but quiet. Ah.
If the void is in there is cold, can you store like sandwiches in there and they won't go bad?
I don't know. I've never tried it. I've literally only had this thing like 2 hours.
Be a good place to put kegs of ale to chill.
Well, I doubt I'm going to have much use for it where I go. I have Roach's saddlebags. They accomplish about the same amount of use.
Meadows sticks a turkey club into the chest.
Well, Anatar gets bumped by...
My sandwich.
A sandwich? Or
A sandwich.
sandwich?
What? Oh shit, Anatar's into purgatory. You must complete the third sandwich.
Only then can you kill Santa.
Dear God. All right. Unless anyone else has anything, Geralt's just going to slowly and painfully drift off to sleep.
Yay, sleep.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna roll something as you guys sleep. Red Eye,
Mm-hmm.
you awake in the middle of night and you hear in the wind something like a howling in the wind.
Hmm.
Like, not like a wolf, but like something off.
Hmm. Well, she's gonna sit up and look around.
The elves are currently like taking watch while others are sleeping in the barracks. They don't seem to hear the howling or either that or they're used to it. But there's something distinctly that sends a chill down your spine about it.
So where's Santa?
Are
It's
any
not
of
like
the
that. Go on.
Are any of the little elves awake?
Yeah, you see some elves keeping watch.
She's gonna ask the elves if that's normal.
Normal. Huh. Now, as you mention it, the woods and the hills do sound like there's a wailing night. See, we were always told it was giants in the mountains, but Never seen him ourselves. Hermes says used to say it was a big abominable snowman or bumble, but he hasn't been talking
No,
ever since he got his teeth taken out.
I don't want to kill the Bumble.
Although, don't hear it from me, but they say that that there was some who made pacts with dark powers. That was Nora we lost. Continue.
Yeah, that was Nora.
They say that there are Wendigos in the hills.
Okay, that's better. I can kill a Wendigo. I can do that. Can't kill the Bumble.
Imagine the toll.
I mean, I can, but at what cost?
It's just a legend now. Personally, think it's just elf cultural appropriation of a different culture. But what do I know? I'm an elf.
Being a little hard on yourself, don't you think?
Oh, you're still awake.
I sleep light.
But yeah, girl, as you're awake, you also hear this.
That doesn't sound familiar to me in any capacity, does it?
No. It sounds. There are some creatures you could attribute to have a similar, like, vocal cord. But otherwise, it feels like the wind itself is roaring.
Gross.
It's uncomfortable.
The wasteland is howling. It's the ghost of
The wind's literally howling.
Wind's howling.
You hear the screaming of an owl. You feel the wind begin to howl.
We both went in very different directions with that one.
Anyways, as you all get to sleep, as Red Eye, you go back to sleep. In your eyes, as you sleep, you could swore in the distance a pair of baleful red eyes, bigger than the mountains, fades into the wind. But at the same time, it could just be the Northern Lights. As morning comes, the elves gesture you all awake. Dawn's approaching. I was instructed by General Pad Elf to take you to where the caves are.
Excellent. Has anyone heard
We're on
anything
track.
coming from these caves? Yep. I just open the little chest and shake it free. The little sandwich falls out too.
Hey, Anthor had breakfast.
That's mine.
Oh.
Oh. Also, General Pad Elf wants to give you this. He managed to pilfer this from Santa's toy shop. Gift. You know what I mean. This was supposed to be a gift for someone in Narnia, but was never given. So you guys get each a file of red liquid.
Oh my.
What is it?
Basically, Emerald, you would remember this. It's smaller as if it was reforged, but this looks like to be the file of Queen Alice.
Huh.
Basically, out of character, this gives you 25 points of healing, and it refreshes after every long rest.
Mhm.
A Narnian Estus flask.
Basically,
If you get really hurt, that you should drink this. It'll refresh itself every day. It gives you a little bit of healing.
Good to know. That's very useful. I have to remake Swallow every single time.
At least if it works
By the way-
like the Queen's flask, I'm not sure. It could be just one use.
well, the Queen's flask in its original, would heal any wound. It was like a drinkable wish spell, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
But since it was shattered, this is the best you can do with it.
Yeah, she just isn't sure if it would refill like the original would or not.
I'll look down at the elves that are escorting us and just, does anyone have any intel, anything they've heard coming from these caves of note?
Every person we sent in, we never heard back from. We assume something lives in the cave, or Father Christmas has something guarding it.
So no one's heard any sounds or any sights coming from it at all.
No one's can't come in or out. There's occasional echoes coming from the cave, although we assume, right, it leads to the coal mine.
That combination there could be a lot of things. Well, we'll deal with whatever we have to.
All right. As you all approach the caves, we shall go to a new map.
Yay.
All right, at the bottom, you should be able to see right here.
Ooh, big map.
Huge big map indeed.
I see it. Plop myself on down. Boop.
Your wolf companion needed a little more recovery time. He looks like he's been starved for.
Yeah, he's been through enough. I wouldn't want to put him through any of this.
Yeah.
We have more than enough to take care of our needs.
All right. This place gives you the heebie-jeebies, so I'll tell General Padoff you're on the move, and we'll get into position.
Righto then.
Good luck, Mungos, and Godspeed.
Guys, we have to save them.
We'll do what we can.
All right, Lydia, put your character down.
I'm still waiting for it to not be black.
You have to scroll
Down
down.
at it's at the bottom right corner.
Oh.
Fog of War.
Move, character sheet.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm just still looking for appropriate music.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, this will work.
Very good choice.
As you enter the ice cave, I will reveal the map as you push forward.
Okay.
Right. I'm guessing we don't hear anything this close in, and there's no point in asking to roll.
You hear wind, as in wind going into the cave, and like ice cave sounds, but otherwise.
My first time in an environment like this. Stay warm as you can. Bundle up if you have to. If whatever's in here finds you, you don't want any slow. Be on your guard. Nothing of real note in this first chamber.
Nothing of note. Roll an investigation check or survival.
All right, I'm a little better at one of those. 27, finally.
I have a survival score.
Okay.
So...
You notice frozen limbs on the ground, like tiny little limbs, as if they were frozen completely solid.
That's great. Just leans down, just kind of picks up the tiny little arm or leg. How, with that check, what could I tell about the nature of the severing?
It was basically, it looks like, as if it was as if the body was completely frozen solid, and then when it was broken apart, it was like ice cube breaking.
So they were so frozen that they shattered. Like
Whatever
glass.
Whatever it is didn't eat them.
No, it broke them. Explains why nobody came back out. Nobody could with this. This thing probably has some kind of command of ice magic. Wonderful.
Cat.
Be very careful. Gonna advance ahead cautiously.
Alrighty. Are you guys looking for like doing like a trap search as you moving forward, or how quickly you're moving forward?
I'm moving super cautiously, personally.
Yeah.
Like
Red Eye is also being really cautious.
As gingerly as a horse can go.
All right, as you roll me a perception check as you're moving forward.
17.
All right, Garel, right here, you notice something.
Right where?
Hold on, let me put it up. It
What
looks
do I
like
notice?
it looks like a piece of like cord or string connected to like bones that are stringing from the ceiling. And above you see like like ice stalactites that are rigged to.
Rob, huh?
Yep.
It's intelligent. Good to know. Got a trap here. A pretty obvious one, thankfully. Step over it and you should be fine.
Yeah, you passed the save pretty handily to notice that one.
Yep. So just going to cautiously step over it. Could I tell with that check, or if I need to roll anything else, that it'd be possible to just cut that and disarm it?
Yeah, you can disarm it pretty easily.
Then I will definitely do that.
You just cut the cord from the mechanism. Cord seems to be done of like animal fat or like skin.
Gross. Works at what it has. It's intelligent, but it doesn't have metalwork or anything with sophisticated materials. All right. We should be good to keep going. Stay close. And move further in.
The reveal. And as you're advancing, you notice even more bodies. Some of them look like frozen in place as if they're trying to run. Others, you notice, roll a survival.
Survival. Oh boy. Okay. 14.
Others look like they were bitten in half, or like something large with teeth took a bite out.
Oh, smart, and it has teeth. We're either dealing with multiple threats or something has some very useful skill tools at its disposal.
Either way, I'm not really enjoying this.
No, I never do, but it's important to know exactly what you're up against.
The fact that it bites them in half and then leaves half of them there also implies that it's not only intelligent, it's cruel.
Yeah, bad combination.
If girl, from the looks of you, it looks like it was taking a bite as if tried to eat, but the rest of it was too small for it to really get.
Gotcha.
Because these are tiny legs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you figure that they were frozen, their legs are frozen in place, and whatever was pursuing them took the meaty part.
Yep. Left behind the
Yep.
little stick and bones.
Whatever it is, it's not exactly starving.
No, but it's got a lot of finger food. Might be itching to get something a little more substantial. Specifically looking over at the large horse and the large wolf.
It's welcome to come and kiss my entire ass.
It might. It might just take its ass with you, too, when it does.
Kick it in the mouth, and then it won't be able to take much.
Before you go further, roll a perception check.
Done. Boop. 29.
Before Emerald take a step, you see another trap, girl. This one a lot more cleverly hidden.
Like, stop. All right.
Hold on.
She stops in that horse pose where they have one hoof above the ground.
Yeah, this one looks more like a bear trap.
Ah, jeez.
Hidden in the snow with like little pieces of little cloves hiding it.
I'm gonna step out for like 1 minute to go to the bathroom.
All right.
Keep going without me. Just pretend Sauron's following close.
Yep. It's like, oh, it's clever enough to set tiny, detailed traps. These are actually pretty good disguises. All right. I'll just Let's see. I don't really think I have anything disposable that I can use to snap the trap here. Oh, wait, no, I have a hand crossbow. I'll just pull out one of the bolts.
And chink. It doesn't seem to be made of iron, the trap. It more seems to be like jawbones or bones.
Works with what it...
This looks like to be like some sort of big beast.
Mm-hmm.
Whose teeth were rigged to clap shut.
Gotcha. See, this thing's clever, but it doesn't have unlimited material. It has to work with what it has. It's creative, though. Not gonna lie. That was a clever trap. I may not be able to catch all of them in the future. So, advance cautiously. Look at your feet. Look above you. Don't take another step until you see everything around you. And slowly start moving forward again.
Alrighty. Damn it. Yo. Reveal, not hide. You go through a narrow path. To enter.
You enter Santa's chamber of naughtiness.
Big open space. Wonderful.
Indeed. All around you, roll a perception check.
Oh boy. 17.
Okay. You notice on the ground, like, what looks like frozen clothes of people scattered about, as well as, like, bones that have been picked clean.
Oh, it definitely enjoys eating in here.
Oddly enough, you don't see animal bones, specifically entirely people.
Favors humanoids. Wonderful. That makes
Doesn't
this.
like to eat the clothes.
It's smart enough to be picky.
Yeah,
Which
you
means-
have clothes right here and right here.
Really little tiny clothes or bigger clothes?
Bigger clothes,
Oh, geez. See,
like winterly looking clothes.
I'm gonna take a closer look. Watch my back. Cautiously, stealthily. Actually, I'd like to roll stealth.
All right, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Here we go. 16 stealth.
I will, since I know he's trying to sneak, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a guidance for him just to give him a little bit of a boost. Well,
Hey.
that's still-
Red Eye is gonna try to sneak as well, but she's gonna linger. Like she's not gonna go in as far as Geralt is. She's gonna get in like a good spot to cast spells if she can.
yeah, Emerald's
Thoron's just
stand
gonna
back.
cast greater invisibility on himself.
Okay, ooh, that
Emerald will stay back
Girl.
because she's a big target.
Yep.
guys, you're getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Roll dexterity saving throw.
Figured. All right.
Or
Can I
is it
apply-
dex save or no Constitution saving throw?
Oh no, I'm worse at those. Hey, an 18.
From the top of the clothing, a blinding, shining light hits you in the eyes, but you cover it as. Where's. Boop. Boop. The clothes come to life with shining bright intent.
Oh, those damn things. Okay.
Roll initiative again, everybody.
Oh, goody. 4. That actually scans.
Wow.
Yeah, that
We got
was
caught off guard by clothes.
exact opposite what I rolled last time.
The only one who's not surprised is Meadow.
Well, of course the fucking dryad would not.
You're in
Trust
full
clothes.
str-
Clothes.
Meadows in full stranger danger mode every moment in this cold hellscape.
All right. Anatar is an 11. All right, where's Red Eye? Can you? I'm gonna.
Hey, do you mind if I step away for just a minute? I'll be
Yeah.
right back before the combat starts.
I'm still in the. If you need to go take a potty break, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be back. Get up, cat. Get up,
Me
cat.
too.
Get up, cat. You're fat.
I tell you, mother.
Ooh. 19.
returned.
Alright, is everyone here?
I don't think everyone's here yet.
I'm here. Sound cool that way.
So how you guys enjoying the session so far?
It's
I
been
like
fun.
Been really nice.
I got to pull the Gwent cards out. I'm actually pretty happy with that.
Everyone's so happy.
Okay, I'm back.
Lady, are you back? Nada.
Sorry, the cat started screaming at me as soon as I walked out of the bathroom. They wanted
As
food.
they do. As they do.
And I remembered that I bought snacks, so I grabbed those too.
Why are you... Yeah, I think this is good music for this fight.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, pulling
This
out
was
the ice.
used in Cecil's journey.
Kevin McLeod, everyone.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the Icewind Dale.
Everybody say thank you to Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Here, Kevin.
Back.
All right, Meadow, it's your turn.
I knew not to trust these garments.
Goddamn
Brushes
clothes.
in, and
They're now fully standing on two legs. One of those hits.
oh, 12 damage.
Yeah, you punch it in the gut, and it staggers back a bit. And it's now their turn. Everyone, roll me a con save.
Yay.
Oh,
Fuck!
Pathetic.
Alright, Meadow, high five.
ooh. Red Eye?
Con save.
Oh, Hari's not back yet. I thought she was back.
I'm
said she
back.
was.
I think my Discord's acting up. Or
Oh, I'm waiting for you to roll for a con save.
oh, I already poked it. Maybe it was my internet crapping out for a second. Let me poke it again.
It's been really unresponsive for me too the past few minutes.
Okay, Meadow, Emerald, and Red Eye passes. Geralt and Anatar, you are blinded.
Yay.
And
Ironic.
that was one of their turns. The other one is going to use a little ability. It's going to use its Cold Ray.
Oh no.
It's going to use Cold Ray on Meadow.
Of course it is.
You son of a bitch!
Why would you do this?
Does a 16 hit you, Meadow?
Nope.
All right, it misses as a beam of cold zooms past you. All right, it is now Anatar's turn. Anatar, you are blinded, which I think gives you a disadvantage on.
I'm also invisible.
Yep. So it cannot hit you.
You get no attacks of opportunity against you either, unless it could sense you somehow.
Which
Okay.
does this have?
I don't believe they do.
They have dark vision 60 feet, so
Nah, that will do it.
yeah.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'm looking at things.
Blind the motherfuckers back. That'd be funny.
How
You know what?
dare
Yeah,
you?
fuck it. I'm fucking casting darkness.
Hold on. Yeah. You're back, dinner. Everyone's getting called away. I'll be back in the city.
Oh, you're blinding me? Fuck you.
That's some terrible blindness you've inflicted. Sure would be a shame if you too suffered such a fate.
And you could cast it on something that you're holding, and then you don't have to worry about it moving. You just move with you. Hello, kitty. I thought you were eating.
Alrighty, I am back.
Back.
You're back.
Hold on, where's... And now... Alright, it was, whose turn was it?
It was their turn, and then Anatar cast the darkness.
Alright, where'd you cast it? Because it's like a 60-foot cube where you can put it.
Just around me, because I can't see to aim it.
Boop.
15-foot cube around you.
Almost like a reflexive. Ah, shit!
Darkness! Smoke bomb! Boop!
You literally just inked yourself.
Meadow and Emerald, you are now in darkness.
Is it darkness we can see in?
Nope.
Nope, it's magical darkness.
Which means it's much like the difficult terrain thing. Works a similar way.
Alright, it is now Red Eye's turn. Haridi?
Hey, so I'm not in darkness and I'm not blinded, right?
Nope.
Um, okay. But I can't see the one that is in the darkness, so I'll attack the other one.
Attack the darkness.
I'm going to... I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
We're level 5, so that should be 2 rays, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Does the first one hit?
Nope.
Second one.
That one does.
Okay. And I'm going to attack with my tentacle as well. I'm going to put it right next to him. Actually, I'm going to put it on this side of him. Something like that. So somewhere over here is my tentacle. And I'm going to attack you with that.
That hits. Unfortunately, as it hits the thing, it doesn't seem to have done anything.
Huh. Noted.
Emerald, it's your turn.
I guess that's my turn, yeah. That was the end of my turn.
Okay, let me see here. Well, I can get out of the darkness if it's just, like, difficult terrain. I can get out right here next to, Geralt. And I'm gonna turn around and poke him with my horn.
Aw, thank you. Ah. Just blinks a few times, nods, and looks back at the Thing movie poster creature.
Okay, and that's one action, I believe. I can't do my attack action anymore, so that is it. I did not want our our ranger to be blind. That would have probably made everything go bad.
Possibly. Let's see. Is that my turn then?
It's now your turn.
All right, excellent. I've got options here. Bonus action, I will use that new ranger ability and I will turn invisible.
Ooh.
Skirt my way around where I'm making sure that I'm not facing the thing. And I'm going to take 2 swings at it with my silver longsword. First one will be with advantage.
Yeah, swing away.
Thank God for that.
That hits.
24. Okay. Okay, so 8 slashing, and that was... Oh, no, that's the Hunter's Mark thing that I have not applied here. I used my bonus action for something else, so it's just the 8, and then second swing, which is normal. 19.
That hit.
Alright, so 18 slashing total. Magical.
Yeah, you do some good slices into this thing.
Does not appreciate being blinded suddenly. And that's... So yeah, that's everything I can do this turn.
As you're realizing, this thing is some sort of undead, although you're not sure of what composition.
Yeah, alright. Noted.
Meadow, it's your turn. You're in the darkness.
I don't like being cold, let alone blind. Do attacks have disadvantage now?
In the darkness, yes.
And if I get a natural one, I'll probably end up hitting Anatar. Oh, c'est la vie.
Well,
One of those hits, and the other one, let me roll severity. You jinx yourself there, Lydia.
Fucking roll 20. Here's you.
it knows. Much like Santa.
That was a 90.
Oh boy.
Do you roll your damage for your fist both times, Lydia?
The natural one and the
Yep.
and
sorry, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage
wait.
and sting damage. Had 4 points of sting damage.
You get punched in the face.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Go on.
That might break your invisibility too, unfortunately.
Oh, let me check. It's greater invisibility, so.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what all that entails off the top of my head.
How much damage was that one more time?
That was 13. Yeah, you got.
Yeah, I'm invisible till the spell ends. There, that's the whole point of greater invisibility is that it can endure,
Alright,
others cannot.
Good.
Yeah. All right, it's now the Cold Light's turn. There's a 19 hit. All right, it. Hold on. Does this blinding thing allow it to pierce the darkness?
Unless if it specifically says it pierces through magical darkness, then yes. That's the thing. It's advanced darkness.
You want me to do darkness's info again?
It just says it sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light.
Yeah, I don't think that does it.
Then it wouldn't. This is magic darkness.
Okay, so then let me just roll for it.
Yeah, non-magical light can't illuminate it. So it has to specifically say it destroys magical darkness.
It has to specifically state that, yeah. Like, the light cantrip can see through darkness.
Oh, and if any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of lights created by a spell, second level or lower, the spell that created that light is dispelled.
This is an ability, not a spell, so...
That's fair.
So yeah, outside of the darkness, you just see a foghorn inside of it. That's not going to hit. And let's roll for the boy outside the fog. Does a 18 hit you, Geralt?
18 does hit me this time.
All right, that's... You take 24 points of cold damage.
Youch. Okay. 24. I still had a couple... No, wait. Those temporary hit points are actually gone. We long rested. Let's see. 85. All right. Okay.
It's now Anatar's turn. Anatar, you're no longer blinded, but you're in darkness, so you're technically still am.
I mean, am I though? Like, if I'm unblinded, like I can see in my magical darkness. I'm
I think in our other games we've allowed it, so I'd say in this case I'll allow it.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, typically it's not the case, actually, but that's that is a perfectly viable house rule. It's basically meant to be like a barrier that makes it hard to get through.
Yeah, we've allowed it when I did it in other games, so I'll allow it here to be fair.
There's a warlock invocation that makes it very easy to see through it. That gives you that ability, and imps can do it, for example.
Either way, I'm gonna stay in my darkness and sort of, I'm gonna use sending, I think, actually.
Ooh.
Let me look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna cast sending to Geralt and say, sorry, got blinded. What are we dealing with here? And Geralt can answer in 25 words or less.
All right. Well, he won't actually know that. But he would send very few words to begin with. Just undead, some kind of cold-themed things. They can blind you with their eyes. With those weird cold rays, they hurt.
Alright. Fair enough.
It's now Red Eye's turn.
I'm going to. I am going to just Eldritch Blast again.
That hits. That hits.
And then I'm going to slap it with my tentacle.
That hits. But no damage.
Gotcha. Doesn't actually do anything. I keep gotta remember that. Not that I have any other useful bonus action, but
yeah, you can gather these things are immune to cold.
Gotcha. Alrighty then. That's my turn.
That being said, this thing is not looking too good. Emerald, it's your turn.
Oh, ouch. Okay. Who's gonna just... Yep, she's too close to charge at it, so she's just gonna come up to it and try to... She's actually gonna rear up with her hooves and try to bludgeon it.
That'll hit.
And she's gonna smite on top. Unless that kills it.
Nope, it kills it.
Okay.
You rear down and thrust all your hooves down on top of it, going through its face, and there was like a sound of shattered ice or glass as this thing's energy erupts from its body as its clothes fall flat on the ground.
That's why I don't wear these things. Can't trust that shit.
That's one down. Geralt, it's your turn.
Sure is. Okay, well, that one being down right there, I can't actually...
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. There we go. It's off 20.
You hear movement and like a howling coming from this direction.
Which direction?
This direction.
Oh boy. I can't see the other one. I can only assume it's inside the magic darkness. So I'm gonna...
As you feel hear like something moving towards the commotion.
I'm gonna, let's see, movement range. I've got 40 feet to work with. Yeah, I will move right here, and I will hold an action to take a swing at something that, anything that looks particularly like it's about to directly harm someone else.
Alright, this is what you got as you walked up closer?
Yep.
And you see, for a brief glance, something walking on all fours, but humanoid, emaciated, and with a lot of teeth and blood.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's pretty telling. Okay, yeah, and there's no more if to that hold attack action. I'm just gonna hit that thing when it comes out.
Alright.
With a silver sword.
Alright, Meadow, it's your turn.
Is the darkness still up?
Yes.
Stand back. I'm going to swing wildly again.
All those hit.
and none of them hit Anatar.
Yay!
And that also, not wrong thing.
Yeah, you clobber into this cold thing. Anatar was pretty warm to the touch, so you know you're hitting the right target.
It's almost like you were punching something made out of fire.
Yeah, in a sense.
All right. Does a 20 hit you, Meadow?
Yep.
29 cold damage. As its beam of light just freezes over you. Anatar, it is your turn. But
Okay.
first, because I'm going to have these go in the same turn order, you see this.
Oh, good.
Where? What am I seeing? Where am I
Up top
supposed to
here.
look?
Up on
Two
the
of them.
Ah!
The
It's,
Magnola go.
up towards this way. For anybody who hasn't seen them.
Alright, there's some duders. Alright. I'm just gonna fucking stab this asshole.
Roll the hit. That hits. Dead.
Dead.
You shove your sword through the back of its head and it comes out through the light spot. And there's a commotion as these things perk to attention.
No doubt.
And are you trying to hide, Geralt?
Yes, ideally. I was planning on actually attacking one of them as soon as it came within view. I still had 10 feet of movement left, too.
All right. Go for it, Geralt.
All right. Move up closer. Take that swing.
There's an angry cat in the background.
Hey!
Those both hit.
Nice. Damn, okay. I didn't apply the bonus damage, so it would just be the 11 plus 9, so... yeah.
You stab into this thing and it lets loose a shriek.
Alright. Just holding my ground, trying to keep the sword inside of the thing, and... Alright, cool. That would definitely draw everybody's attention to seeing that they have additional company.
And I think I'm just gonna add them to the turn order now. Don't mind, they can have their turn, or do you want me to? Fuck it.
You can take it.
Your call.
All right, this one. Seeing as this one, however, wind is going to wind walk. Anatar, despite being in magical darkness, it can see you.
Oh, neat.
And it's going to hit you with its claws. That's a 16 to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it hit?
I think so. Yes.
You take 4 points of slashing damage because it's going to take a bite out of you. 18 definitely hits you. And you take 5 piercing damage. Normally, I would have you roll a con save, but your nature means it's not going to apply.
Yay! So what was that damage? That last bit of damage?
5.
Okay.
And Geralt,
Boy.
Wendigos sound like cats.
does an 18 hit you?
18 does hit me this time.
Alright, that's 15 slashing damage, and
Alright, gotta make a note of that.
multi defense proc, so the 18 to hit you again does not hit you, I'm guessing.
No, it would not.
Alright, and it tries to take a bite out of you, but you parry it away.
Alright, excellent.
It is now. Who you lastly leave off on? Anatar? Alright, Red Eye, it's your turn.
Okay.
You guys have incoming.
I'm assuming Red Eye has a pretty clear.
I didn't do jack shit. I got bit by a monster.
Oh. Anatar, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Wait, didn't you kill the thing?
Yeah, but then I got bit by a monster.
Oh.
So the monster's turn was after what I did, I guess.
Yeah, so you have taken your turn then.
Although you can use your reaction to give it something nasty should you choose.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you want?
spell.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I should remember that I have fucking hellish rebuke. Yeah, all right. Fuck this asshole. Fucking pissant little bitch.
Alright, roll. That's a second level, so that's 3d10.
Yep. Why isn't there a thing to?
I'll roll for you. There you go.
I got it.
Now let me roll dex save. Does not pass, and that damage is doubled.
Yay!
As
It doesn't like
true-
fire. No, to know what
sounded bad. Are we
boys
winning?
would play with fire.
Now it's Red Eye's turn.
Okay. So, I got a pretty clear view of these things. Do I have any idea what they are, just out of curiosity?
Roll an Arcana check. Oh. You've heard mention of these. These are Wendigo. Specifically, those corrupted by Ithaqua. Which the big giant red eyes you saw last night, suddenly, and the bad vibe you've been feeling, all clicks in your head. This entire area that you've been in is all under the sway of the Great Hunger.
Red Eye's not happy about that. She's gonna first off, she's gonna shoot at the thing. She's gonna go pew and pew.
Both hit.
Right. And then she's gonna slap it with her tentacle, and she's gonna move the tentacle. Right here.
You find the tentacle does not move.
Huh. Weird.
You feel
noted.
a block in your mind, as if the source of your patron does not wish for you to use its powers against other beings of other Old One. Is what you're gathering.
In that case, I will just settle for the pew pew, and that will be my turn.
You gather, since if these are adherents of Ithaqua, you don't want your patron does not want to intervene and.
Actually, no. Before my turn is over, I'm going to move and give Geralt flanking on this thing.
So-
Yeah. Emerald, is now your turn.
Well, those two up there can probably handle that, but Meadow is in magical darkness and Anatar is squishy, so she's gonna go over to these guys. She's gonna charge this guy. Charge works by using a strength-based melee attack, so I'm gonna use my horn. It's the same damn roll.
Neither hit.
Okay, well, she's gonna run over there anyway. And then try to hit him with the hooves on the second attack.
That hits.
Okay, hooves, and then dump some Divine Smite on there. I think... yeah, just a regular one.
It shrieks as you bat it away, but it doesn't seem too concerned about you. It's still fixated on Anatar.
Well, it did start it on fire. Which I'm guessing is a very big no-no for them.
Girl, it's your turn.
Sure is. Okay. Okay, I've taken a couple of meaty hits, so bonus action, I am going to... yeah, bonus action, pulls out a flask with one hand and briefly drinks it. Going to do shifting to give myself
Take a sip from your
temporary
trusty
hit
canteen.
points. Yep, so I have 11 temporary hit points. And then I am gonna take 2 more swings at this bastard with flanking.
Excellent. Swing away.
You're the
Swing.
piano man.
Oh, again. Nice. Okay,
Both,
so
both will hit.
nice. All right. So 15 plus 13.
How do you want to kill this one?
Oh, geez. How do I? I am going, as it leaps in, clawing and trying to bite at me, drive the sword right between the eyes, pull it out, blood splurting on, just look over at the other one, and no fanciful footwork or anything. It's just going to start moving towards it. Let's see. I've got 40 feet. I can't quite make it to it, but I can get closer. And just gonna get on over here. Actually, yeah, from where I was, that is 40 feet, I think.
Also, Red Eye, since you're here, I'll show you. I'm trying to reveal.
Yep. That's as far as I can go. Almost enough to get flanking. Actually, no, I give Anatar flanking.
Huzzah! Meadow, it's your turn.
Okay, one more. Oh, that's the Wendigo now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you can get out of the
Okay.
magical darkness, but it's just like difficult terrain.
Yep. That is how it works.
Finally. Oh, there you are. And I'm gonna spend my 1 key point to hit a fourth time.
All 4 hit.
Fucking hell, beat the shit out of the Wendigo.
It's like, oh, there you are. Ah! Nice.
And
How do you want to do this?
seeing that, having heard that mischarge, Meadow's going to just grab the thing by the shoulders, pick it up, and impale it on Emerald's horn.
Hey, teamwork! Once she does that, she's gonna whip it into the tree. If I had hands, I'd give you a high five.
Meadow just gives her a thumbs up.
All these gestures I can't make. Okay.
And with that, combat seems to be over, or at least nothing more is coming at you.
Yay.
For the moment, at least.
Don't hear anything else.
Nasty creatures.
Indeed.
You can come out now, Anatar. I think we're fine.
Alright. Dismiss darkness.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, those things were corrupted servants of a particularly nasty and ancient deity.
Wonderful.
This doesn't bode well.
Specifically, good thing none of you really got bit, because you know that it spreads through, causing people to become obsessed with cannibalism, and that is usually can be transferred through being bit.
Yeah, try not to get bitten by these things. Well, let's just say they're contagious.
Good to know.
Once again, Emerald's just like thinking, well, you're welcome to come bite me if you want. Don't know if it's gonna work on me.
Cannibal horse. That's genuinely terrifying.
Why?
There's
It's
a
not like
sci-fi
I'd eat
original.
you.
There's a sci-fi original that needs to get made.
There's a scene from Macbeth. That's a literal scene from Macbeth when the king's horses start eating each other because things have gotten fucked up.
Well, you wouldn't have to worry because there's no other horses.
That's good.
You would just have to watch me eat other horses.
It would be a horror movie for Helm Hammerhand.
Goodbye, horses.
No!
No, the beautiful little fillies, no! Alright, so where do we want to proceed from here?
Well, Red Eye saw something up here.
Is there something up there, Red Eye?
Yeah, there's a big skull.
It's like an altar.
That ain't good.
It's an altar and like a ritual stuff with like bones and ritual totems everywhere. Was a depiction of a gaunt entity that looks like a giant Wendigo in like giant effigy form. With like a
Does the medallion go off near it?
oh hell yes, there is bad juju all over this place.
I don't like that thing.
Mayhaps we should leave an offering to appease the elder god who this shrine is dedicated to.
What
You realize it doesn't take a year but that much knowledge between your nat 20 roll earlier that this is an altar to Ithaqua. And by this altar being here, it is helping establish his influence of this area.
Cannibalistic great old one. Very powerful, not something we want to tangle with. Probably not working with the fat man, so we might just want to try to appease him while we go about our business.
And how does one appease a cannibal god?
Say leave an offering on the shrine, but all we've got are the servants that we butchered of his. Probably not something he'd accept.
He is a cannibal.
Everyone, roll me a general arcana check. Emerald, you get this with advantage.
Okay.
22. Wow.
Oh, I could use guidance if that'll help.
Emerald in particular, if Santa, Father Christmas, to your knowledge, would be aware of anything trying to influence in his area. So either he doesn't know about this, which is unlikely, or he intentionally is in league with whatever this is.
What the fuck, Santa?
And
Father,
given the fact that no one has been able to access his mind through here, probably gather what the payment was.
Father Christmas knows that this is here, and he's deliberately sending elves down here to be eaten.
Fantastic.
So, either way, if you got from your contract, especially your role, you would recognize that destroying this would be like destroying a lesson totem, but not in a drawing it out and more of the denying its influence variety.
Gotcha.
And you would gather the same from that role, Red Eye.
Do I know how my patron would feel about that?
You know that because your patron is the high priest of the old ones, but also the fact that he is mostly neutral in many of their affairs. Like, the only, like, old ones that are specifically against him, to your knowledge, is Haster. Is Haster, or the King in Yellow in particular.
Fuck it up.
Most are also apparently his quote-unquote good brother Cathanid, but you're not sure how valid that is or not. Also, look it up. There's indeed the good brother of Cthulhu. Yes! People, but you would gather that there would be no repercussions to, because cult versus cult fights happen all the time.
Well, is this
And it wouldn't, and it's not like you're disrupting, like, say, a cult of Dagon or a cult of Mother Hydra, who are implicitly Cthulhu's children.
Well, if Isaac is working with the fat man, I suppose we should tear this thing down. Hopefully there won't be
Well,
any
God.
long-term consequences.
Cannibal God, you know, we just don't want that around.
Seems like a bad thing to leave laying around, yes.
Yeah. I prefer to avoid making enemies with powerful elder beings, but I also think that it's probably not gonna
It might help
probably
this...
not gonna be a consequence for destroying one shrine in the middle of nowhere.
If anything, it might actually help disrupt the fat man a little bit. Alright. Just, I'll produce flame and, do the honors if I can.
Alright. There is a, like, the wind outside seems to grow louder and as if, and blowing towards it, as if the statue itself is howling as the entire construct is consumed in flame and just falls apart.
First time I pissed off something powerful enough to kill me with a blink. Probably won't be the last.
You all feel chills down your spine as you feel like something has noticed you, but then it quickly goes away.
I wasn't gonna sleep tonight anyway.
Unpleasant.
You'd think Arslan would be concerned about his manservant working with an elder, great old one, but I suppose
Obviously, this entire situation is out of hand for him, or out of paw.
either that or he just don't give a shit.
It doesn't sound unlikely.
So yeah, there are two more paths to take, that you can see.
Which way do you
Alright.
guys feel we should go? I don't like going up and leaving something behind me.
Indeed. Well, fortunately, we drew those things out. I still have a pretty good general sense of direction for like what way we're heading in and whatnot.
Roll survival check to feel the wind, because the wind did pick up a bit.
Yep. Survival. Here we go. 22.
You feel the wind pushing more in this direction.
That way. Okay. Wind's pointing that way, so that's probably towards an exit. Something's pulling the air out. Which means that if there is something that way up there, pointing northward is likely a dead end. But it could have some sort of surprise we don't want to leave unaccounted for.
I'd prefer not to have a pack of Wendigos chasing behind us.
I'd rather not either. Let's check it out.
Are you going quietly?
Ideally, yes. I will
Alright,
roll stealth.
Everyone roll stealth.
Soft 20, nice.
Let's see. I'm. She's just gonna stand here.
Not sneaking.
Clip, clop, clip, clop.
She will not follow you. She's not good at stealth and she knows it. She will wait until she's called.
Meanwhile, Anatar.
You're invisible again.
I didn't even cast a spell this time.
Alright. So just an area with a dead body in the middle there.
And another path that goes upwards.
Gotcha. No airflow this way, but also nothing.
You hear the sounds of crunching up towards here.
Crunching. Like
And
a
like
consistent.
tearing. Yeah,
Something.
like the,
Something's up there. I don't like the idea of us going the other way and it following us.
Let's go kill it.
Take care of it then.
Just still stealthing, moving up slowly. Taking the lead. What do I see?
you
Big
see a
bone
pile of bones and discarded flesh, as well as a single Wendigo feasting on a recently deceased elf.
Like a little popcorn chicken kernel. Oh boy. Just gonna look back, see Anatar, and I'm just gonna nod, and bonus action, I want to do the favored foe mark on it.
All right, it does not notice you.
Excellent. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna surprise with 2 swings right to the back with the hunter's mark damage attached.
Alrighty. Brother Beetle Fiend, but you're all gonna
What
get.
the shit? Third
Yeah.
time in a row.
Yeah, you're all gonna get surprise round off of this, and so roll your damage.
Alright. Alright, so that's with the hunter's mark attached. That's Jesus. A lot of damage.
Yeah, you
Should
get advantage, and you also get advantage, by the way.
Well, that's
It
good.
doesn't.
So that's 8 plus the.
Yeah, I guess we do have a surprise round, so advantage would make sense.
All right, so yeah, roll your damage, GT, because 16 does hit.
So that's
Hey.
14 base plus 2, and it would technically just be the 4. I don't think the hunter's mark thing doubles. Let me make sure, just to make sure about that.
And this is all of us?
Whoever wants to whoever snuck up to attack it.
Ever came in, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's just a flat D4 increase. It'd be a D6 increase, technically.
And you get advantage, so all those hit, Meadow.
So I have 8, 14, plus 4, 18. I did 20 damage to it.
And Meadow did 14. Well, See, roll your damage, Red Eye. Dead.
Yay!
We JoJo stomped it.
Geralt stabbed it in the back, and all the rest of you just, as its neck was exposed, just ripped into it.
One less thing to worry about. I'd like to take a look in the bone chamber, see if there's anything of note laying about, any personal effects.
Hold on,
or...
I need to go to the bathroom and take a pill, so be right back.
Okay.
Then the ring was found, and then a hobbit put it on his cock, and that hobbit was named Gollum. He was played by Andy Serkis.
Why?
That's gonna get stuck in my head now.
Kitty?
Okay, instead of having to add the swarm damage each time, I'm just gonna...
Kitty, what are you doing? Yeah, you. At least he wasn't playing Christmas music through this whole thing. I think I would have gone
Yeah,
nuts.
that would have been maddening.
I don't know if I could have.
We would have started eating each other if that had happened.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I'm imagining that's going to be for Santa Claus, though, so...
Just get some Trans-Siberian Orchestra up in here.
You better not cry.
I wouldn't mind some Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but you know that's not what we're going to get.
Alright, I'm back.
No.
Bing Crosby.
We're gonna get Bing Crosby. It's pretty hard.
I'm gonna bing him right in the Crosbys. Take that, Santa.
Alright, so you guys wanted to do anything?
Oh.
I said I was going to check it, see if there's anything of note in here.
Roll me
We're broken
survival
some
check.
bones.
Survival. That's a
Em-
27.
Most of these seem to be, you have elves, but also people bones in here. Specifically, looks like lots of children.
Oh, joy. Well, I didn't have any reservations about doing this before, but it's definitely getting easier.
I guess that explains what the elves mentioned about the man we're here to get and him kidnapping children.
Sacrifice pit is not what I expected, but I'll definitely explain things. Are there any like personal effects or items of note?
There's like some personal effects, but nothing of like real noteworthy. It's like broken dolls, broken clothes.
Nah, in that case. Everyone step back. I'm gonna burn the bodies. Don't want any angry spirits potentially haunting this place.
Fair.
Emerald heard the sound of an ass beating and then heard Geralt say, "Step back, I'm gonna start a fire," and she's like, "Okay."
Just really step back. I'm gonna burn the bodies.
And produce flame, even if it's mostly bones.
Magic fire will burn hot enough for that.
Yep.
Igni.
Just walks back out.
Yeah, you don't need rot fiends or
Nope.
like.
We burn bodies where I'm from. The only way you can keep them from getting dug up and eaten.
Or walking by themselves.
That too. Alright, come on. That's everything this way. Let's head down the other path. And start going down the windy tunnel.
You'll just sit there watching the bones burn. I just like
Mesmerizing.
Mix them with some good iron, you'll make a pretty nice steel.
Okay, Emerald's gonna like see if she can see anything, because this looks like a sketchy ass tunnel.
You don't see any like specific traps or anything.
This is a sketchy ass tunnel.
Lots of
Yep.
strawberry jam, though.
Lots of blood. Yeah, as you're walking through, you're noticing that all the elf bodies look a lot fresher.
Pressure kills this way. Fantastic.
Question before we continue. How much longer can you guys go?
Admittedly, not super much longer.
Alrighty.
I'll have to go get Nora in like 45 minutes.
I'm good for a while, but you know.
I stop when Geralt stops because I need the tank.
Yeah, you enter a huge room that looks like to be their den. As you see
Goody.
However, roll a perception check.
30.
They seem to be in a stupor or like some sort of agony, as if something else is fucked with their being.
Any way I can make further sense out of that, or look familiar compared to anything I've seen in my trade?
Well, you did recently destroy an altar to their god.
Oh, yeah.
So they're probably feeling a whiplash effect from some lack of influence, if you had to guess.
It looks like we got more immediate gains than we thought.
I'm not sure how long it'll last, so basically, you have any time of sneaking around, or you get a surprise round if you want to do combat. It's basically what will happen.
Seem easy enough to take down, and I honestly don't want to leave any of them in here to eat more elves.
It's also,
These things are pretty horrible.
if we do need to make a run for it with this Santa Claus business, don't want to leave
Try to
too many
keep
men.
everything. Yeah, I don't want any escape routes we have to take potentially flooded with this.
How many are there?
You have 2 Wendigos and 1 Cold Light. The Cold Light seems to be less effective and more doing a patrol. You get a roll an insight check.
All right. 23.
You get a feeling that these Cold Light construct things are like guard dogs for this area, whereas the Wendigos seem to be more of the intelligence behind this place.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's like, I don't know how long this little advantage we have is going to last, but let's take advantage of it. I'm going to move in, hugging along the wall. And when I get within range, because I saw fire affected one of them pretty good, I will produce flame.
Alrighty, roll that beam footage.
All right. 27.
Get the damage.
All right.
That's
14 fire.
That's which is doubled.
Yep, so 28 damage to this one right here.
It shrieks a horrible shriek as this thing takes notice, but imagine everyone else's surprise round actions go off in that moment.
Everyone wishes.
I'm gonna shoot it
This thing?
with. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the glowy face thing with a Eldritch Blast.
That hits. That definitely hits.
It's 25 force. Right.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll awesome. And I'm definitely gonna roll. Yeah, this whole surprise round is me giving Geralt an awesome roll after 3 in a row.
I did get 3 nat 20s in a row, and I'm still kind of trying to grapple with that. I'm probably never going to have that happen in my life again.
Okay, that is 64, middling.
Hey, 64. Awesome.
So you just get an extra damage die, Haridi.
Ooh.
3 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, it's free. I'll take it.
Alrighty. Anybody else who's
Yep.
taking the action?
I'm gonna charge the cold light because I don't want to have any companions blinded again. So that's gonna be a horn attack, and if that doesn't
That
hit,
That hits, and since you're also charging,
and a 1d6, and she's going to stomp it with her hooves, and she's gonna pour some sugar on that, which is what I'm.
yeah, but put some god sugar on that.
It's an undead, so you get an extra die, too.
Yeah, that's right. The die is 1d8.
Extra d8. Hey, nice. So 20
Yeah,
damage from that. Nice.
You clobber in the dust.
Death by clop.
Okay. And since there's one more there, let's.
Those all hit.
I only meant to do 2 since I dashed during that.
You snap its fucking neck.
Wait, how did I get 0 piercing?
I don't know.
It looks like he didn't attach damage to the die for the other thing. That is weird.
Anatar's gonna stand next to Emerald and ready an attack if the last one comes towards us.
There, I think that should do it.
This thing, seeing Anatar, is going to rush you. Roll the hit, Anatar.
Okay. Let's see if I do.
That hits.
Yay. Stabby stab.
Alright, it's back up to the turn order, so Meadow.
Oh, surprise round.
Yeah, surprise round over.
Okay. Don't wanna...
One of those will hit.
There we go.
Yeah, it did it. I'm imagining you just jumped off of this rock right here and just did an elbow drop right onto it.
Exactly.
It's going to try to attack Anatar, but the swings are lethargic. But a 16 will hit you, though.
Yep.
It was its bite attack, so you take 4 piercing.
Cool, guess what happens?
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Ow, fuck you.
Ow, bitch.
Hellish Rebuke. That's 19 doubled. And it failed its dex save, so it takes a bite of you and explodes into flames.
Easy enough. All right, gotta bear that in mind. All right, I think that's everything. Come on.
Yeah, as you get closer, you notice that there was more of a construction over here, like walls.
Man-made. Fortified.
Must be
As
getting
you get
closer.
in the distance, you hear the sounds of, like, a pickaxe against a wall.
Mining sounds. They did say there was a coal mine near here, didn't they?
Yep.
All right. One step further in.
Up here, as you notice, this here looks like to be a slope, like a steep slope.
Yep. Going up, I'm assuming.
Going up, and given the placement of bodies, you get a feeling that undesirables are rolled down here.
Oh, good. A dumping ground. Explains all the corpse eaters. All right, be on your guard. We are not out of this yet.
And as you break through the ice caves, you enter the coal mine, and that is where we'll end our session.
Oh boy.
Boy.
We are all but meat. Pigs for Santa's